Row over Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's visit to Bihar. BJP has hit out at Stalin, saying, will he speak about Sanatan Dharma? Congress says the people of Bihar are going to support the opposition. BJP has hit out at Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar in connection with the Mysuru Dasera controversy. DK says Chamundi Hills is not a Hindu property alone. BJP says it's an utterly ridiculous statement by DKS. Signs of a big thaw between Uddhav Thackeray and his cousin Raj Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray has visited Raj Thackeray. They've reunited for Ganpati festival. Union Home Minister Amit Shah honors Operation Mahadev heroes. Soldiers who eliminated the Pahalgam butchers have been hailed. Constable arrested in connection with UP dowry case. The constable had burned his wife over dowry. Parul is hospitalized in a critical condition. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. My name is Kitty Bahel. We have some big breaking news now coming in at the top of this hour. Just a few days after the brutal death of 26-year-old Nikki Bhati in Greater Noida, another case of dowry-linked violence has been reported from UP. The police in Amroha district have registered a case against 6 members of a family that includes a serving police constable after his wife was set on fire and left battling for life. This is what we are learning at the moment. We'll try and get more details about this. My colleague Reed Sani also now joining us on the broadcast, getting us more on that. Reed, this is a very shocking incident now reported from UP's Amroha. What more details are we learning of?
The details that we have at the moment are that the accused husband who burnt his wife alive has been arrested. This is some crucial development coming in, and the story at this point in time, the head constable Devendra has been arrested. Of course, this is a shocking case, especially more so because it comes within the same week of course, the Greater Noida case in which a woman was also burnt alive. And this is extremely important. What's important to understand is that the head constable has been arrested. The name of the head constable is Devendra, and his wife at the moment is undergoing treatment at this point in time. There's also been a complaint that's been registered in the case. Remember that the couple was married 13 years ago, and what's important is that the wife at the moment as we speak is battling for her life. So crucial information coming in that the head constable has been arrested.
My colleague Ranveer also now joining us on the broadcast here. He's getting us more about this case. Ranveer, well, what more do we know about the condition of the victim in the case? We understand now 6 people have been arrested.
Parul is in serious condition and she has been admitted in a hospital in Delhi, and Amroha police arrested the main accused, Devendra, who is working as a head constable in UP police. So he has been arrested. 5 other accused who are family members of Devendra are still at large, and police is trying to nab them. Now we can say that the victim, the girl, is in very serious condition. She has been admitted into a hospital in Delhi, and the main accused, Devendra, is in police custody, and now the interrogation will go ahead, and police is trying to nab all other 5 accused, excluding this Devendra. So 5 members of the family are still at large, and the Amroha police is trying to nab them as soon as possible.
What more can you tell us about the case? Since how long has this been going on? We understand now action has been taken after the wife was set on fire by the accused. Were there demands that were made earlier as well by the constable's family? Was there any sort of complaint that was registered?
This is a clear case of domestic violence. She was married 13 years before, and there were some complaints of harassment by the family. But now, yesterday, the Devendra, who was on leave due to transfer, he was posted in Rampur and was transferred to Bareilly. So he was on leave for a week and he was at home. Parul, who was working as A&M, she was having some argument with the family members, and the family burnt her and they fled away from the spot. The neighbors called Parul's mother. They informed about the serious condition. Then the family members of Parul, they came, they rushed to hospital, and the local hospital referred her to some hospital in Delhi. So she is in Delhi hospital. She is getting treatment in a Delhi hospital, and the accused.
Ranveer, I'll just come back to you in just a bit. Meanwhile, this is the latest that's coming in at the moment. Very upsetting news from UP's Amroha that we are learning of. Let's now also shift our focus to some more news that we're getting at the moment. The Women Commission team is at Nikki's residence in connection with the Greater Noida dowry death case. The NCW has taken suo motu cognizance of the case, and NCW has also told the cops to provide adequate security to the family of Nikki. We'll try and get more details about this. This comes even as there is a twist in the Noida dowry case. A case also has been registered against Nikki's brother by the sister-in-law of Nikki, saying that they've also been demanding dowry from the girl. All right, Anushka also now joins us on the broadcast here. Anushka, we understand the NCW has also taken suo motu cognizance of the case. Why have the cops now been instructed to give security to the family?
That's right. What we're seeing is a new twist to the Noida dowry case. Now, allegations are coming against the victim's family. The Noida, it has taken a dramatic turn with fresh allegations surfacing against the victim's family. While dowry harassment was initially at the center of the probe, now the victim's sister-in-law has accused the family of a similar misconduct in the past. Meenakshi is the estranged wife of Nikki's brother Rohit Paila, who has alleged that she too faced dowry harassment from her in-laws. Meenakshi, a 31-year-old from Pala village, was married to Rohit in 2016. Her family claims they gave a Ciaz car as dowry, which was later sold by the Paila family, calling it inauspicious. They allegedly demanded a new car and cash instead. Now, when Meenakshi's family refused, she was sent back to her parental home. The matter was taken to the village panchayat, which reportedly advised that either 35 lakhs, the amount spent in the marriage, be returned so that Meenakshi could be remarried elsewhere, or the family accept her back as their daughter-in-law. The dispute remained unresolved, with Meenakshi alleging that Nikki's father, Bhikhari Singh, and other family members never accepted her. Nikki's father, Bhikhari Singh Paila, and Satbir Singh, who is Nikki's father-in-law, both were great friends. That's why Bhikhari Singh married both his daughters to Satbir's son. Now, Satbir assured Meenakshi's father that they will make sure Bhikhari Singh pays back the money. Satbir Singh, Nikki's father-in-law,
has been registered in this case. All this has been going on for a while now. Thanks so much, Anushka, for getting us all those details there. We'll keep an eye on the developments. Meanwhile, shifting our focus now to some more news that we're tracking at this point in time. It's BJP versus Stalin, massive fight that has erupted over MK Stalin's Bihar visit now. We understand now Stalin is speaking at the moment. Let's dip in.
மக்கள் நலனுக்காக நீங்க ஒன்று சேர்ந்திருக்கீங்க जनता की कल्याण और लोकतंत्र की रक्षा के लिए आप एकजुट हुए हैं बिहार எலெக்ஷன்ல உங்களுக்கு வெற்றியை பெற்று தரப்போவது என்னதான் यही मित्रता आपको बिहार चुनाव में जीत दिलाने वाली है பாஜகவோட துரோக அரசியலை தோற்று போகுது தேர்தலுக்கு முன்னாடியே உங்களுடைய வெற்றி உறுதியாகிடுச்சு भाजपा की विश्वासघाती राजनीति हारने वाली है चुनाव से पहले ही आपकी जीत पक्की हो गई है அதனாலதான் இந்த வெற்றியை தடுக்க பார்க்கறாங்க इसीलिए वो इस जीत को रोकने चाहते हैं நியாயமா முறைப்படி வாக்குப்பதிவு நடந்தா பாஜக கூட்டணி தோற்றுன்னு மக்களான உங்களை வாக்களிக்க விடாம தடுக்கிறாங்க
Stalin there speaking during the voter Adhikar Yatra that's been carried out here in Bihar by Rahul Gandhi. Let's first listen into more reactions coming in. We'll go to my colleague Radhika as well.
Will Thiru M.K. Stalin, who's joining Rahul Gandhi on his Samvidhan Badnam Yatra, wish the people of Bihar on this auspicious occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi? Because Thiru M.K. Stalin in the past has always avoided wishing the Tamil people on Hindu festivals like Deepavali and Vinayaka Chaturthi. But more importantly, what will be playing on the minds of the people of Bihar is the way in which senior DMK leaders in the past have done Bihar Badnam, the way in which senior DMK leaders have insulted the dignity of the people of Bihar.
We have always said that Rahul Gandhi ji has come for his yatra in Bihar just to spoil the political scenario of Tejasvi Yadav ji. Tejasvi Yadav ji has been deviated from the core issues of public, and now he is following the footsteps of Rahul Gandhi ji just to please him, so that Tejasvi ji can be declared as the CM face of the Mahagathbandhan. Rahul ji has called Stalin Sahab in Bihar, who has given such vulgar comments regarding Hindu mythology, god and goddesses. He has also called Revant Reddy ji, who had raised questions on the DNA of Biharis. How can Tejasvi Yadav ji roam with such people, and how can he expect that people of Bihar will extend their support to him when he is being accompanied by such people with such thoughts?
बिहार राजनीतिक रूप से सक्रिय प्रदेश है। वोटर अधिकार यात्रा के रूप में बिहार ने पूरे देश को चुनाव आयोग और भारतीय जनता पार्टी सहित उसके सहयोगियों की वोट चोरी को खुलेआम कर दिया है। इस वोटर अधिकार यात्रा में वो तमाम लोग जुड़ेंगे जो लोकतंत्र को पसंद करते हैं। हम तो स्वतंत्र विचारों के समर्थक लोग हैं, हम मेहनतकश लोग हैं। देश के ढांचागत विकास में बिहारियों का खून पसीना लगा हुआ है और बिहार कई धर्मों का उद्गम स्थल भी रहा है। ऐसी स्थिति में यह स्पष्ट है कि लोकतंत्र की रक्षा के इस बड़े लड़ाई में जो लोग भी बिहार आएंगे उनका स्वागत होना चाहिए, हो रहा है।
Okay. The Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has gone to Bihar. He has gone there to ensure support to Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav against their crusade for this vote theft allegations. Chief Minister has earlier pointed out how the BJP government may be illegitimate. They have stolen the votes and come to power. And Bihar elections are very, very crucial for the survival of the BJP government. That is why they are putting all their ammunition against the Bihar and against the leaders who campaigned there. And the BJP leaders are asking, oh, you have made allegations against Biharis. Tamil Nadu is a state where everybody, whoever comes here, will be benefited. Whoever comes here will survive, will thrive. So they cannot divide people. They cannot try to drive a wedge between what's happening here and the election campaign. And on top of that, what audacity the BJP has to speak about pride or anything. Shamelessly, they come here and ask for votes after derogating, after ensuring that people of Tamil Nadu are shamed in Orissa elections. The Prime Minister Modi spoke about it. Mr. Amit Shah spoke about it. They asked, how can a Tamilian go ahead and rule Orissa? And the advertisements, disparaging advertisements against Tamil culture was propagated by the BJP, and now they say, oh, you have spoken against Biharis. Look at how people from Bihar are thriving in the state of Tamil Nadu. We have a bonhomie. We have this camaraderie with them, with everybody who comes here to the state of Tamil Nadu. So let them, they will not be able to do anything. See, the most important aspect is this. The allegations of vote theft are not going anywhere. The allegations of vote theft have not been met by the BJP. The Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, is very silent. Why has he has got views on anything, everything, but why has he not spoken anything on this vote theft allegations? Why is he keeping quiet? Is he afraid? I know we can't expect a press conference from him because he has never given one, and definitely not on the subject of vote theft. He is not going to give one. But what are his views? He can famous monologues. He can give one monologue on vote theft and what he speaks about, what he thinks about it. And instead he sends Mr. Gyaneshwar, the CEC, and he challenged Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Oh, 7 days, you should seek an apology. He has not sought an apology. File a case against Mr. Rahul Gandhi. What is preventing you? So let's see how this goes. And the combination of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Tejasvi Yadav and our Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, is going to be a bolt from the blue for the BJP there.
All right, even as the DMK leader Saravanan clearly here says that there is bonhomie among the people of Bihar and Tamil Nadu, and people from Bihar have been going to Tamil Nadu to work also. Clearly, there are statements that have been made earlier in the past by DMK leaders for which the BJP says that the DMK needs to apologize. Remarks on Sanatan Dharma as well as DMK leaders calling UP Bihar migrants, they build houses, they clean toilets, those kind of statements for which we understand the BJP here is demanding that the DMK needs to first apologize. My colleague Radhika is also with us on the broadcast. She's been tracking all the details here. Well, Radhika, big attack coming in from the BJP, even as Stalin is here sharing the stage with Rahul Gandhi participating in the Voter Adhikar Yatra.
Absolutely. Stalin's visit to Bihar has turned into a huge political controversy with a lot of, reactions and counter-reactions to it. In fact, the BJP has attacked Stalin over his visit. Of course, Stalin has called it a visit to save democracy. This is, Voter Yatra. This is, in fact, called Voter Adhikar Yatra in Bihar. He's participated in it along with Rahul Gandhi and says, this is to expose BJP's fraud voter exercise that is going on, and it is to save democracy. That's what he said in that particular speech. But the BJP is saying that over the years, DMK leaders, Stalin's relatives, sons, and several other DMK party members have only been insulting and humiliating people of Bihar. They've been called illiterate, uneducated, toilet cleaners, and all kind of uncouth languages have been used against him. And Annamalai taking it one step ahead by making a compilation of all the videos whereby DMK leaders had used derogatory language towards Biharis and towards Hindi-speaking people, especially from the state of Bihar. So therefore, the BJP is asking whether they will apologize to the people of Bihar, and why this double standard, and why is it that they are bothered about citizens of Bihar. It is only for their own selfish benefit, electoral benefit, that the DMK is there, and they have no concern. And they don't find Biharis as relevant, at this point in time. So those are the reactions coming in from BJP. But we heard some of the DMK leaders there defending their stand. They say the larger objective is to save democracy, and this is just petty politics being played by the BJP, and that they've always welcomed people from Bihar, and they have people working in the state of Tamil Nadu, and there is no such bias against Biharis. So that's the defense.
These are not very old statements. These statements have been made in the recent past. Even Udayanithi Stalin's remarks on Sanatan Dharma had created a whole lot of controversy. So DMK's stand, of course, is very much clear. And whether Stalin coming to Bihar, participating in Voter Adhikar Yatra organized by Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party, that's going to resonate with the people of Bihar. That, of course, remains to be seen. Thank you so much, Radhika, for getting us those details. We'll come back to you later as more comes in. Meanwhile, some more news that we're tracking at this point in time. This is coming in from Karnataka. Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister versus BJP over the Sera controversy now has broken out. Well, DKS has said that Chamundi temple is not a Hindu property, and the BJP has hit back on Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister, saying that the remarks that have been made by DKS are utterly condemnable and ridiculous.
I had given invitation to every section of the society, including foreign nationals, visit even today, tomorrow. Can you stop entering palace? Can anyone stop entering Chamundi temple? See, it is a deity of the state, not for a religion. We call it Nada Devate. So Dasara prayer has been offered by everyone. Everyone participated in it. So it is our Indian culture. Ultimately, it is a constitution. And Chamundi Hills is a government temple. It is not a private temple. It is a government temple.
On the auspicious occasion of Shri Gauri Ganapati Habba or festivities, it has come to our attention that the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, who is also the Congress State President, has made an utterly shocking statement saying that the Chamundeshwari temple is not a Hindu temple and is not a Hindu property. This is an utterly condemnable statement. and utterly ridiculous in its saying as well.
ಅನ್ಯ ಆರಾಧನಾ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರೋರನ್ನ ಬ್ರದರ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುವಂಥ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಈ ಧರ್ಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೇ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಭಾನು ಮುಷ್ತಾಕ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಯಾಕಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಸರಾ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಯಾವ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು ಬಂದು ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು ಸಾಲಿಡಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಹಿಂದಿರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರೇನ.
All right, my colleague Deepak Bopanna also with us on the broadcast, getting us more on that. Deepak, the controversy doesn't seem to die down, and BJP, of course, hurling attacks on the Congress party for DK's statement where he said that Chamundi temple is not a Hindu property. What happens next?
Well, this controversy now refuses to die down. Initially, of course, there was objection from several BJP leaders to Banu Mushtaq being part of this inaugural, ceremony. While, of course, it seemed like the issue was dying down. This fresh statement of Mr. D.K. Shivkumar yesterday saying that the Chamundeshwari temple is not Hindu property has sparked off yet another debate with a lot of opposition that's coming to this statement from a lot of BJP leaders, and who are all saying that this is the mindset of the Congress party, and they're also attacking D.K. Shivkumar, saying he's just trying to appease the High Command, and various other sorts of statements that's coming in. Now, as far as Mr. D.K. Shivkumar himself is concerned, he's justified his statement and said that this is a state government temple, and the festival itself of Dasara is called Nada Habba, which means the state's festival. And everyone is, open to participating in this, and everyone should participate in this, and there's nothing wrong, is what he claims.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Deepak, for getting us those details there. We'll keep an eye on the developments on this big story that we're tracking at this point in time. This is the latest coming in. All right, shifting our focus now to some more news that we're tracking. This is from Maharashtra. Well, the Thakres seem to have come together for Ganesh Chaturthi. We understand now Uddhav Thackeray has visited his cousin Raj Thackeray's house for Ganesh Chaturthi. And this visit to Raj Thackeray's home by Uddhav comes after a long gap of about 20 years.
We are right present outside Shiv Tirtha, which is the residence of Raj Thackeray. And just a minute back, we have seen Uddhav Thackeray along with his entire family. The car entered the bungalow of Raj Thackeray, which is called as Shiv Tirtha. And a few hours back, we have shown how Ganpati Stapna, the Ganesh idol, was placed here with all the rituals and traditions. It was followed. Aarti has taken place here. And this is how is the festivity, Ganesh festivity, across the city of Mumbai in different pandals, in different households. And what makes it unique is for the Thackeray's brother that Ganesh festivity has made them again to reunite for the third time consecutively. First on the issue of Marathi language, then we have seen how Raj Thackeray made a surprise visit to Matoshri on the birthday of Uddhav Thackeray, and today on invitation of Raj Thackeray to Uddhav Thackeray for celebrating Ganpati festival, Uddhav Thackeray along with the family has come down to the residence of Raj Thackeray, and definitely the two brothers will be celebrating this festival together after a long time. And this is the first time when Uddhav Thackeray is visiting Shiv Tirtha, the new residence of Raj Thackeray. And definitely, a lot more is being talked about on the political lines also. But definitely, today is the day of Ganpati festival, and two families are uniting on this day and celebrating that festival together.
All right, there are speculations that both Raj Thackeray and Uddhav Thackeray could come together for this civic elections. Of course, that remains to be seen. What happens next, we'll keep an eye on the developments. Time for a quick break here. More coming up on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
If it matters to you, if it matters to you, if it matters to you, it matters to India. It matters to India. And it matters to me. And it matters to me.
India Matters with Shivaru. Only on NDTV 24/7.
Other opposition parties.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves and Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash.
Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edapadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test.
You know, first, when Sayara released and we as audience realized, oh my God, what is happening? You know, when did you realize it? Like, it's like, I didn't expect this, what is happening? Like that wave that hits you.
You know, the first thing that really hit me, I'm telling you, was a month back actually, to be honest, is when Adi sir saw the film. And he saw a very loose cut and he decided the release date. But he was always... like me and Akshay were so into making the film, I think, along with Sumanna and all. Sometimes when you're so into it and you don't realize, you don't see it from, and then he saw it from a third person perspective. I mean, he was always super confident about the film. And he had actually had this talk with me about how have we done. And yeah, we all grew up. I was in the 8th grade when I saw Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and said I want to make a love story like this. For a person like him to say that, you've made a great film. All he had asked for me was to make your best film for me. And I did, and I'm just glad that, so that was the first thing, and that validation was great. I wasn't shouting over the roof for it. It gives you a lot of confidence at that moment,
Absolutely.
for the person who's actually put his money where it is, and he wasn't talking about anything else, but on a very unassembled film at that time, could feel the emotion and be listening. But it was the first time we felt that we made something special. But yes, once the numbers came in, I think then it was Akshay.
The advance.
Yeah, and the advances came in, and then people were sending me messages, and all they said, no, don't listen to anyone. So I at one point just put my phone off and said, this is getting too out of hand. And then in the night we got the number.
हेलो बोलिए मैडम, डब्बा टेडिंग कब से चल रहा है पता है मैडम आपको? हम और आप तो जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था हमारा.
We investigated a shady advisory firm that has spent big bucks on advertising on the front pages of national dailies.
ये आपको बिल्कुल उसका ऐसे हल्का सा भी खौफ नहीं है.
मैडम एक बात को खौफ किस लिए रखना चाहिए ये तो बताओ, कौन सा गलत काम कर रहा हूँ मैं?
After our report, we also saw NSE came out with a cautionary circular to the
Row over Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin's Bihar visit as BJP hits out at Stalin, asking if he will speak about Sanatan Dharma. TVK chief and actor Vijay and his bouncers have been booked over the Madurai event. Complainant was allegedly manhandled by the bouncers of TVK chief Vijay. BJP hits out at Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar over the Mysuru Dasera controversy. DK says Chamundi Hills is not a Hindu property alone. Multiple deaths have been reported. Schools have been shut amid Jammu rain fury. 13 dead. Rivers have swelled amid the heavy rains.
Presented by Canara Bank. Together we can.
Big breaking news now coming in from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu BJP leader Tamilisai Soundararajan has now slammed actor politician Vijay for his bouncers assaulting a fan at the recent second conference of TVK in Madurai. The BJP has said that it's very unfortunate, and Tamilisai Soundararajan continues to say that if Vijay is entering politics, he needs to behave like a politician, not an actor. He should act respectfully. Listen in.
No, first itself I was against that grease applying on the ramp to prevent the followers and the cadres from catching it so that it will slip away. So he has to please the cadres, not to grease the cadres. It's very, very unfortunate. So he thinks very high about him. And if he is coming to politics, he is entering politics and he wants to be active in politics, he should act as a politician, not as an actor. So highly condemnable, and they view their cadres in a very cheaper way. In a low grade, they say, oh, these people are coming to see me. So that attitude, it's not correct. He should act respectfully, and he should maintain respectfulness. Mutual respectfulness should be there between the leader and the cadre. He should not act as if people are coming to see his movie. So this type of attitude is highly condemnable, and Vijay thinks too much of himself. Even during the sanitary workers' agitation, he did not come to the field. He asked the people to come to his house. So this type of attitude and activity is not good in politics. If he is serious about politics, he is committed to politics, he should act as like a politician. And apart from that, these young fellows who died, three cadres died. When did he pay homage, When did he said his apology, After 3 days. He was sleeping. He is sleeping to convey the concern about the problems Tamil Nadu people, it's okay. But he is in between awake only after 1 or 2 days, even to pay homage to his own cadres. So it's very, very disheartening to have a political leader like this.
Well, BJP clearly saying that Vijay thinks too highly of himself and he needs to act like a politician, not like an actor. Let's also make you hear what the complainant in the case had to say.
இப்போ தாவேக்கா தலைவர் ரேம்ப் வாக் வரும்போது அவரை பார்க்கணுன்னு கிட்ட ரேம்ப் மேலே ஏறி கிட்ட போகும்போது பவுன்சர் என்ன மடக்கி தூக்கி கீழே தூக்கி வீசிட்டாங்க. அதனால நான் சுதாரிச்சுக்கிட்டு அந்த கம்பியை பிடிச்சி தொங்கிக்கிட்டேன். எனக்கு உடம்புல வந்து ஆங்கங்கே சில காயங்கள் இருக்குது. அதனால சம்பந்தப்பட்ட அவங்க மேலே ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்கணும்னு நான் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் புகார் மனு கொடுத்துருக்கேன்.
All right, my colleague Radhika Ramaswamy also joining us on the broadcast, getting us more on that. Radhika, well, the BJP is sharpening its attack on Vijay over this alleged incident that took place during the second TVK conference in Madurai. What action has now been taken against Vijay and the people concerned?
That said, this is truly turning into a political controversy. Vijay and his bouncers having booked by the police in Madurai after Vijay's bouncers manhandled a man at this rally of TVKs. In fact, complainant is Sharat Kumar. He just spoke there. He has alleged that when he was walking near the stage close to the ramp, he was trying to get onto the ramp where Vijay was walking. That is when the bouncers, sort of pushed him out, and he says he has received and sustained injuries, after which he went ahead and filed this police complaint. A case has been registered under various sections, including voluntarily causing hurt. As of now, no arrests have been made. FIR has been registered. We really have to see what kind of action will be taken as far as this case is concerned. A few months back, one of his other bouncers pointed gun at Vijay's fan. That had also sparked the controversy. In fact, Vijay's presence creates a lot of frenzy, no doubt about it, but he had urged fans to avoid risky behavior during his presence. But despite that, an incident of this nature happening, after which the complainant registering, going ahead and filing this police complaint and an FIR also being registered, we'll really have to see how this will be taken up by the police and if any sort of arrest will be made in this case.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Radhika, for getting us those details there. We understand now a case has been registered against Vijay and the bouncers here in connection with the case, in connection with the incident that took place during TVK's second state conference in Madurai. Well, BJP now hitting out at actor Vijay, saying that he needs to take responsibility for what happened and shouldn't be acting like an actor, rather act like a politician now. All right, shifting our focus to some more breaking news coming in. Amid the huge controversy over MK Stalin's Bihar visit, Bihar Deputy Chief Minister has now slammed MK Stalin. Samrat Chaudhary has said that Stalin's visit to Bihar threatens democracy and the state. Lalu Yadav is protecting those who are insulting Bihar. This is what Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary has said. Listen in.
आज बिहार में तमिलनाडु के मुख्यमंत्री स्टालिन आए हैं। ये लोकतंत्र के लिए खतरा है और बिहार के लिए भी खतरा है कि राहुल गांधी और तेजस्वी यादव लालू परिवार को समर्थन देने आ रहे हैं और लालू प्रसाद जी ने जिस तरह इन लोगों को बुलाकर बिहार के लोगों को अपमानित करने का काम किया, जो लोग बिहारी को गाली देते हैं, रेवंत रेड्डी हो, पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री रहे हो तत्कालीन, कांग्रेस पार्टी हो या सनातन का विरोध करने वाले ऐसा परिवार हो, यह स्पष्ट झलकता है कि बिहार जैसे राज्य को जिन जिन लोगों ने गाली दिया उसको लालू परिवार बिहार बुला रहा है, बिहार के चुनाव में बुला रहा है। यह स्पष्ट संदेश है, बिहारियों को गाली देने वाले लोगों का संरक्षण लालू प्रसाद जी का परिवार कर रहा है और जो सनातन का विरोध करते हैं लगातार, वो जो भव्य सीता मंदिर आदरणीय नीतीश कुमार जी और आदरणीय अमित शाह जी ने जहां शिलान्यास किया, वहां जाने का काम कर रहे, मां जानकी का अपमान करने आ रहे लोग। इसलिए बिहार की जनता सब जानती है, बिहार की जनता देखती रही है। बिहार में एनडीए के साथ बिहार की जनता है और लोकतंत्र के लिए जो खतरा बना है, ये दोनों युवराज, दोनों को जनता सबक सिखाएगी।
All right, let's also remind our viewers as to what kind of comments that have been made in the recent past by DMK leaders. K.N. Nehru, DMK leader, had said Biharis lack brains compared to Tamilians, and also the toilet remark that was made by Danidhi Maran in 2023, insulting the people of Bihar, and that is why the BJP now sharpening its attack on Stalin and the other allies of the Congress party. Here, my colleague Radhika also with us on the broadcast here. Radhika, we have more reactions now coming in with the BJP, of course, quite upset with Stalin participating in the Voter Adhikar Yatra organized by Rahul Gandhi.
That's right. BJP making remarks about Stalin's participation in this particular rally. In fact, he had participated with Rahul Gandhi in Voter Adhikar Yatra in Bihar. Rahul Gandhi and the others, including Stalin, had been alleging there are irregularities as far as the voter list revision exercise in Bihar is concerned. But the BJP not really taking this lightly. They have been saying that the DMK had been against Biharis in the recent past, and they have made all kinds of controversial remarks and derogatory remarks against Biharis, called them illiterate and also that they are toilet cleaners. And several demeaning remarks and insulting remarks have been made, and that is something that Annamalai has also made a compilation of in his tweet, stating that this was double standards shown by Stalin and his party men. They have done nothing for Biharis, and they have considered them as irrelevant people. Despite that, now he's pretending to care for them. So therefore, this was nothing but hypocrisy on the side of DMK, is the kind of allegation being made by the BJP. But DMK has also strongly reacted to it, saying that the objective is to save democracy, and this is just petty politics being played by the BJP.
All right, thanks so much, Radhika, for getting us those details there. We'll come back to you later as more comes in. Meanwhile, this is the latest reaction coming in from the BJP, from Bihar. Deputy Chief Minister clearly who's saying that Lalu Yadav is trying to protect those people who have been insulting Bihar, and Stalin is one among them. He is seen participating in the Voter Adhikar Yatra organized by Rahul Gandhi here and sharing the stage with him in Bihar. With that, it's time for a short break here. More on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Controversy over Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin's Bihar visit. BJP hits out. Asks Stalin, will he speak about Sanatan Dharma? BJP slams Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister over Mysuru Dasara controversy. DKS said Chamundi Hills is not a Hindu property alone. TVK Chief Vijay and his bouncers have been booked over the Madurai event. Multiple deaths have been reported. Schools have been shut amid Jammu rain fury.
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years. Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years, covering the corridors of power, what is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux from conflict to India's crowning glory. I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for last 3 decades.
NDTV 24/7 is India's #1 English news channel on YouTube. Credible, compelling, always ahead of the curve. Thank you for choosing NDTV 24/7 as your trusted source for news.
India's defense game is no longer evolving, it's transforming. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025 brings together the sharpest minds. One day, big conversations, bold ideas. The mission is clear. Stay ready. Stay ahead. Leading from the front, the Honorable Defense Minister, Rajnath Singh. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025. Warfare in the 21st century.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold
CDSL for the long term?
Buy, sell or hold.
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
The biggest Modi visit in 7 years. The biggest India-China icebreaker. The biggest angle of the Tiger and Dragon. NDTV reports from Ground Zero, China.
Modi's first China visit since Galwan. I'll be tracking his every step.
The news breaks, the body language, the mind games of a new beginning.
Live from Tianjin, NDTV ensures you miss nothing.
And you know, that's why it's being said that after Kahuna Pyare,
Yeah.
this is the film that has got two superstar debutants who are becoming superstars. But what was this faith that you had on these two that you know, that shows on screen?
You know, you don't plan to make a blockbuster. You plan to make a good film. And that's what I think they never let me, you know, they didn't put that pressure on me to live up to. They never gave me a number that we have to hit or a so-called figure that I have to open to. There was, all these trappings were just not there, which normally producers do end up putting that pressure. You know, then you make wrong things. Then you add a song for a shadi song, add a Punjabi song. All these trappings were not there in this film. They were like, just go there and make your film. Do this script. We love this script and make it honestly. And I think the minute that happened, a filmmaker has
Big breaking news coming in as heavy rains continue to batter Jammu Kashmir. 29 people have been reported dead in a landslide near Vaishno Devi Shrine. As per details now coming in, 20 bodies have been identified so far by the authorities, and Prime Minister Modi also has condoled the loss of lives in Jammu Kashmir. My colleague Anand gets us more.
इस समय हम मौजूद हैं जम्मू में, जो बाढ़ बारिश की वजह से बेहद परेशान है यहाँ के लोग और बेहाल हुआ पड़ा है जम्मू का ये इलाका। और जो ये मेरी लोकेशन है, ये भगवती नगर का पुल कहलाता है, जहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं तवी नदी का रौद्र रूप यहाँ पर नजर आ रहा है। आपको बता दें कि सारे गेट्स खोल दिए गए हैं और ये जितनी शिलाएं आपको दिख रही हैं, जितने ये स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे गिरे हुए दिख रहे हैं, ये सारे के सारे इस नदी के बहाव में, तेज बहाव में ढह गए हैं, पूरी तरह से निस्तनाबूद यहाँ पर हो गए हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन मोमिन से कहूँगा कि जरा उस कार को दिखाएं वहाँ पर। ये कार जो इस पुल पर अटकी हुई थी, वो कार अब नीचे आके गिर गई है। ऐसी 2-3 गाड़ियाँ और थीं जिनको यहाँ से निकाला गया है। शायद एक गाड़ी बह भी गई है, ये भी यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है। और देखिए मलबा इस पानी के अंदर किस कदर, पूरी तरह मलबे से जो पेड़ के तने हैं मोटे मोटे, वो यहाँ पर बहकर आए हैं और नदी का बहाव जो है वो काफी तेज है। मैं सड़क के किनारे यहाँ पे दिखाना चाहूंगा कि कटआउट जिस तरीके से हुआ है, ये देखिए यहाँ से लेकर वहां तक। ये मैं थोड़ा सा मोमिन आगे आइए आप, थोड़ा बच के थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि ये इलाका काफी चिंताजनक इलाका है, यहाँ पर काफी ये खतरे वाला इलाका। ये देखिए दरारें, देखिए ये पूरी की पूरी दरारें सड़क में पड़ गई हैं और ये दरारें केवल यहाँ तक सीमित नहीं है। मोमिन थोड़ा पीछे के दिखाइए बारी बारी से। ये पूरी दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं, ये देखिए दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं और ये दरार उस तरफ जब जाती है तो और चौड़ी हो जाती है। मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा एक बार कि वहाँ पर देखिए सड़क कितनी चौड़ी है। ये कम से कम 2 लेन सड़क है यहाँ पर, लेकिन 2 वे सड़क है, एक इस तरफ से एक उस तरफ से। लेकिन इससे ये वाला जो हिस्सा है ये पूरी तरीके से बैठ गया, एक तरीके से दरारें यहाँ पर आ गई हैं। और यहाँ पर जो सुरक्षाकर्मी मौजूद हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि इस इलाके के आसपास इस सड़क पर जाना बिल्कुल मना है।
All right, let's also now get you these images coming in from Jammu Kashmir. This is from Kathua, the first image that you see on your TV screens. There is severe flooding in Kathua and water is seen sweeping through these areas here. Well, you have the NDRF, Army as well as other agencies conducting rescue operations here in Kathua. Aid material has been sent to Jammu Kashmir in this difficult hour. Also, you have visuals now coming in at the moment from Bikram Chowk near Jammu. We understand flash floods have destroyed many houses in the area. The houses have been reduced to rubble here. Then you have also visuals coming in from Pirko area in Jammu, where there is heavy damage reported. People, of course, have had to take shelters at other places in order to escape. This is from Jammu, visuals coming in from Nikitavi. Houses have been washed away because of floods here as well. Now, flooded Vyas River washed away many stretches of the Chandigarh-Manali highway between Kullu and Manali and swept away at least a dozen shops and bridges as relentless heavy rainfall continued to pound parts of Himachal Pradesh. Incessant rainfall caused widespread damage, leaving a trail of death and destruction and disrupting connectivity with other states as well.
बादल फटने से कुल्लू और मनाली में जो तबाही मची है, उस तबाही के जो निशान हैं वो जब आप मंडी से कुल्लू की ओर बढ़ेंगे तभी इसे दिखने शुरू हो जाएंगे। अब ये आप देखिए, ये मंडी कुल्लू नेशनल हाईवे है और इस जगह पर आप देखिए कि कितना बड़ा एक गड्ढा हो गया है। और ये गड्ढा इसलिए हो गया क्योंकि मेरे ठीक बगल में जो ब्यास नदी आप देख रहे हैं, इस ब्यास नदी का जो जलस्तर है वो जब पीछे बादल फटा तो इस सड़क पर, यानी राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग जो चंडीगढ़ कुल्लू राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग है, उस पर पानी बहने लगा और उसका नतीजा ये हुआ कि ये पूरा जो राजमार्ग है वो फिलहाल बंद कर दिया गया है। लोग कल से यहाँ पर फंसे हुए हैं। आप लोग कब से फंसे हो? क्या दिक्कत आप लोगों को आ रही है?
दिक्कत तो सर हम कल से फंसे और कुछ आदमी थे जो परसों से फंसे हुए, कुछ 4 दिन से पहले से फंसे हुए। ये पूरा जो पानी है जो दरिया ऊपर बह गया था रोड के ऊपर। अच्छा। ये तब मलबा हो गया सारा, अभी हटा रहे हैं उसको, काम कर रहे हैं अपना।
ऊपर तो और तबाही मची है।
ऊपर तो तबाही कुल्लू से आगे जो है अपना रायसन, वहाँ पर रोड बह गया पूरा। और कुल्लू से आगे जो मंदिर माता वैष्णो का है वो भी रोड खत्म हो गया पूरा। अब आगे जाने की कोई वो नहीं है।
ब्यास नदी का जो जलस्तर है वो पूरी तरीके से बढ़ा हुआ है और किस तरीके की तबाही मचाई है ये अभी हम आगे आपको दिखाएंगे कि यहाँ पर और तकरीबन 40 से 50 किलोमीटर जो लंबी कतार है ट्रकों की, गाड़ियों की, इस तरीके से वो लगी हुई है। इस वक्त कुल्लू मनाली का संपर्क बाकी सारे देश के राज्यों से टूट चुका है।
The biggest Modi visit in 7 years. The biggest India-China icebreaker. The biggest angle of the tiger and dragon. NDTV reports from Ground Zero, China.
Modi's first China visit since Galwan. I'll be tracking his every step.
The news breaks, the body language, the mind games of a new beginning.
Live from Tianjin, NDTV ensures you miss nothing.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Mohit, you are known for your music. All your films, musics stay with us till today. I'm a millennial and those music are kind of music. So whenever we say Mohit Suri film aa raha hai, we know the music will be good, right? It's a given. So you really work hard. But is this always like how you create your music? You need everything in place, the mood, the lighting, even when the person is in the studio and just singing. And also, how did you select your musicians that this person's voice is perfect for this song?
You know, that's what I think, the amount you give to a song, that's how long it will last, I think. Everyone does the programming, everyone writes the words, everyone makes the thing. But the thing is how much you give, how much of heart you give to the lyrics or to the music or to the melody or to the singing. that's how long the song will last, is what I genuinely feel. If you don't give that love, you're not going to get it back. It's just a simple debit and credit procedure, I think, with the audience. I genuinely feel I don't have any special skill. I don't know any scale or anything else. It's just that I enjoy that process a lot. Give me an evening to just go for a film party or something, I'll skip it. But you give me like a struggling musician to go who has a great tune, some new guys, chill all night with them. I can do that. I can just sit there, make music and stuff like that. We just did that recently. Fahim came down. He just surprised us, and we met in my Bandra office, and Han was there, Aneet was there, and he made me hear his other songs and stuff like that. But it was it's so much fun, because I just think making music, I mean, film, you still get to see something. I think music is so amazing. I mean, you just
don't need to see anything.
It's in the air, and suddenly it just comes together, and it's just, you can just feel it. And something you hear makes you feel something. It's just magical.
If it matters to you, if it matters to you, if it matters to you, it matters to India. It matters to India. And it matters to me. And it matters to me.
India Matters with Shivaru. Only on NDTV 24/7.
Other opposition parties.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. Stop. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they
Good afternoon and welcome to a special South show at 2 p.m. Over the course of the next half an hour, we'll be bringing you all the special stories from across southern states. I'm Radhika Ramaswamy, joining you from Tamil Nadu. We also have stories from Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, as well as Kerala. We have Uma Sudhir joining us from Telangana. We also have Ashish Pandey joining us from Andhra Pradesh, and he will also be speaking about stories from Kerala, and of course Deepak Bopanna from Karnataka. We'll begin with Deepak. Deepak, it's BJP versus Congress once again in the state of Karnataka, this time over Dashera Rao. In fact, DK Shivkumar has found himself in trouble over the statement he made over Goddess Chamundeshwari, and this has obviously not gone down well with the BJP. Take us through the details.
Well, thank you, Radhika, and wishing all our viewers a happy Ganesh Chaturthi. And of course, on this auspicious occasion, it seems like the politics around Chamundeshwari and the Chamundi Hill is refusing to die down. Initially, of course, it was all about, Dasera. It was about the inauguration to that event. Banu Mushtaq, the noted writer, being inaugurated by the Karnataka Chief Minister, didn't go down too well. Several BJP leaders raising objections. But now the latest comment by Mr. DK Shivkumar, where he went on to say that the Chamundi Hill or the goddess Chamundeshwari is not Hindu property, has not really gone down well at all with the BJP. All of them coming down quite heavily. They're slamming in, but Mr. DK Shivkumar remains defiant, and he says he has said nothing wrong. Let's listen to this reaction of the Deputy Chief Minister.
I had given invitation to every section of the society, including foreign nationals, visit even today, tomorrow. Can you stop entering palace? Can anyone stop entering Chamundi temple? See, it is a deity of the state, not for a religion. We call it Nada Devate. So Dasara prayer has been offered by everyone. Everyone participated in it. So it is our Indian culture. Ultimately, it is a constitution. And Chamundi Hills is a government temple. It is not a private temple. It is a government temple.
ಅನ್ಯ ಆರಾಧನಾ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರೋರನ್ನ ಬ್ರದರ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುವಂಥ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಈ ಧರ್ಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೇ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಭಾನು ಮುಷ್ತಾಕ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಯಾಕಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಸರಾ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಯಾವ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು ಬಂದು ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು ಸಾಲಿಡಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಹಿಂದಿರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರೇನ.
Well, joining us on the show is Yaduvir Krishnadatta Chamaraja Wadiyar. He is the titular king of Mysuru, the Maharaja there, and also the BJP MP. And why I'm introducing him with both these titles is primarily because there is so much this festival has in connection with the Wadiyar family to the Mysuru Maharajas. Yaduvir, thank you for joining us today. Now, you of course have already raised your objection to what the Chief Minister said, the Deputy Chief Minister said yesterday. But today he's justifying it and saying that, well, Goddess Chamundeshwari is Nada Devati. That means the goddess of the state, and anybody is welcome to go pray to her. And why? And unnecessarily you and your counterparts in the BJP are making politics out of this.
Thank you very much, and of course wishes to the entire viewers and all of you all at the NDTV team on the auspicious occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. Our contention with the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka isn't to do with the fact that everybody is allowed entry into temples. That is a fact given the pluralistic identity of what is our Bharatiya tradition from thousands of years, if not much more. The issue we have taken to hand is saying that this isn't a Hindu property or isn't a Hindu space, while quite clearly it is. I think this is one of the more outrageous statements I've heard from the Congress, to put it lightly. We do not need to sit here and justify or give proofs of the fact that this is a temple that is within the Hindu framework. Rishi Markandeya is supposed to have come here and done tapas, and then also, of course, etched or sculpted the idol of Chamundeshwari and the, of course, Mahabaleshwara temple as well. He's supposed to have offered his prayers there. Subsequently, in actual documented history, there's over 1,200 years of history associated with the temple, with various ruling houses contributing to the development of the temple, and finally my own family doing the current or the present development of the temple up to its present state. All of whom have adhered to Hindu norms, what is largely and a very broad, obvious plural context within Hinduism, and it's very clearly within the Shakta tradition of India, and in fact we consider it a Shakti Peeth as well. Given all of these proofs, it is abundantly clear that
today the Deputy Chief Minister makes another interesting comment. He says, I'm sorry to butt in, but I want you to comment on this as well. He says this is a state government run temple. He says this is not a private temple. There has been a debate in the past as well about temples being taken over by the government.
Well, I think he's missing a few facts there. The control of the temple has been under scrutiny in terms of course, us objecting to it legally. The Muzerai itself property we have challenged, and that has been ongoing, I believe, since the mid-70s. And recently, even the Pradhikara, or the temple authority, which was created by this government, has been challenged by my mother, and that continues to be an issue in court. In fact, we even had a very clear order saying that the temple rituals and also the temple assets have to be held with the deity itself, cannot be transferred into the authority.
Well, thank you, Mr. Yaduvir, for your perspective on the matter. But of course, this issue is not something that will die down anytime soon, with the inauguration, of course, set to happen in a few days from now. And the Chief Minister and the government be making it very clear that Banu Mushtaq is going to be inaugurating it. It seems like the pressure on the government will continue, the politics will continue. I want to now go across to Telangana, where my colleague Uma has some interesting stories lined up.
Thank you, Deepak. I bring you first news from Kerala, where in fact the Palakkad Congress MLA Rahul Mamkutathil is in more trouble after facing multiple allegations of sexual misconduct, after which he was suspended by the Congress party. Now he seems to be facing another kind of trouble where we are now being told that investigating agencies have summoned Rahul for alleged use of a fake voter ID card, and he is going to be questioned by the investigating agencies on Saturday in this context. Even as we are talking about this, we must mention that VD Satish had made a big hint saying that there is trouble lurking for the BJP as well, and that's what has come to surface now with another woman in fact coming forward and talking about a sexual misconduct allegation against the Kerala BJP leader Krishna Kumar, and she has alleged that she had complained in fact to Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, and that no action had been taken. Of course, Mr. Krishna Kumar has been someone who has been at the forefront of the agitations against Rahul Mamkutathil, and this woman says that he does not have the moral authority to do that because he misbehaved against me. Mr. Krishna Kumar has justified it, saying that she had made those allegations because of being felt that she had been given some kind of orders which she did not like, and that's the reason why she had made these kind of false allegations. Moving on to another very important breaking news from Kerala, where in fact Onam festival season it is from August 26th to the 5th of September is when Onam is celebrated. That's something that we all know is celebrated by all the religions in Kerala. But in one particular school in Kerala, a teacher has been now suspended. In fact, not one teacher but two teachers have been suspended by that very school because they sent out WhatsApp messages in which they suggested to the parents that Muslims need not celebrate Onam because Onam has Hindu moorings and therefore it's a Hindu festival, and that the Muslims should not be celebrating, and therefore the parents were advised not to encourage their young ones or the students to celebrate Onam. This post was put up as an audio on the WhatsApp groups of the parents, and it became viral, and subsequently the school management, which is actually a private unaided school, has said that they do not agree with the views of this particular teacher. They have distanced themselves from the views of this teacher. Both teachers who had posted on the group, they have been suspended now, and the police has booked them under section 196 of the BNS, which means that for promoting enmity between different groups, both these teachers now stand suspended and are being in fact facing legal action as well. The school itself has about 24 teachers, out of which 13 are Muslim teachers, and it has more than 200 students, and there are Hindu students in that same school as well. The CPM as well as the DYFI are in fact holding protests outside the school, demanding action, and once again the government saying that Onam is a festival of all religions, and the school itself has declared that they are as usual celebrating Onam, and they are even going to have the festival meal of Ona Sadaya on the 28th of August hosted in that very school. Now I go across to my colleague Ashish Pandey, who is going to tell us about how a ragging incident has once again surfaced in a private school in Andhra Pradesh. Ashish?
Yes, Uma, this particular case is from Rajmundry. It's under Konaseema district, newly formed Konaseema district of Andhra Pradesh. There, one 16-year-old boy, now he has alleged, his parents have alleged that that particular boy was ragged by his classmate. So incident is some 10-day-old, and it surfaced when the parents visited the boy, the victim boy, in the school, and there they found the injuries, and when inquired about the injuries, the boy revealed that it was his classmate who tortured him with hot iron boxes, and he had several burn injuries. Now, the victim boy was taken to the hospital where he is undergoing treatment. Meanwhile, parents have complained to the police. Police have initiated investigation and further inquiring about the whole incident. But yes, it's a shocking case. Earlier also we had reported at NDTV that how in another school, a private school, in fact, another case of ragging had surfaced. Uma, back to you.
Yes, serious cases of ragging coming up in several educational institutions, and the authorities now cracking down on these schools, telling them that they must put in measures in order to stop this kind of unwelcome activity, illegal activity by their own students. Now we have some breaking news coming in from Sirsila district of Telangana, where a minor girl's death that was considered suspicious initially, in fact considered as a natural death by her parents initially, has now turned into a case of suicide, and the police has in fact said that they are booking cases of not just POXO, which is sexual assault or misconduct against a minor, as well as cases of suicide abetment against 3 individuals, a 28-year-old and 2 24-year-old. This is after the father of the girl in fact found a letter, a 3-page letter in the house that was written a little while ago, actually a couple of months ago, and this letter has suggested that this girl was being repeatedly sexually assaulted over the last more than 2 years at least. That's what the district police chief told me, that she was being sexually assaulted, she was being blackmailed. The girl has said that she was, she was forced into a sexual act that was filmed by these men, and then she had been blackmailed and she was unable to even go out and sell vegetables, which is what her father does, and that she was feeling extreme torture. On the face of it, the girl had suffered fits and had suffered high fever, and that's how they thought that she had died. But now the district police chief has told me that they are going to be doing a post-mortem to find out what exactly caused her death. But the minor girl, only 17 years old, had been subjected to repeated sexual abuse by 3 men, and that has now come to light after a letter written by the girl was discovered by the father in their home. So this is something that we will continue to track and follow. So after this very disturbing story, I just want you to once see the Ganesh behind me, because Ganesh festival is something hugely celebrated in Telangana as well, and yes, the puja will happen later this evening, but it's been raining, so it's going to be a rainy Ganesh festival. Of course, it goes on for about 10 days here, when in fact the immersion will take place. Now we will be bringing you the stories and the visuals from all the pandals, the security measures that have been put in place as well. Now I hand over back to Radhika in Chennai.
Thank you, Uma. Politics is heating up in the state of Tamil Nadu once again, with Stalin, MK Stalin, Chief Minister here, sharing the stage with Rahul Gandhi in Bihar for voter Adhikar Yatra. In fact, Stalin, in that particular speech in Bihar, said that this is an attempt to save democracy. Of course, the opposition leaders have been alleging fraud as far as this entire voter revision exercise is concerned. But this has not gone down well with the leaders of BJP, specifically in the state of Tamil Nadu. They have been calling out on MK Stalin's hypocrisy and double standards, saying that he has always been critical of people of Bihar. He has always, his party leaders, party men, his family members have been insulting and demeaning people of Bihar, calling them illiterate, calling them toilet cleaners. But now they are pretending to want to save the democracy. Now they are pretending to want to support the people of Bihar. So yes, this has obviously turned into a huge war of words between the DMK and BJP. DMK has defended itself, saying that it is petty politics being played by the BJP, and they are here to save the constitution and save the democracy with this particular rally of the opposition. So a stand of unity of sorts, but certainly it has become political. Let's listen in to the reactions of both the BJP and DMK leader over Stalin's participation in this rally in Bihar.
Chief Minister has earlier pointed out how the BJP government may be illegitimate. They have stolen the votes and come to power. And Bihar elections are very, very crucial for the survival of the BJP government. And the BJP leaders are asking, oh, you have made allegations against Biharis. Tamil Nadu is a state where everybody, whoever comes here, will be benefited. What audacity the BJP has to speak about pride or anything. Shamelessly, they come here and ask for votes.
Will Thiru MK Stalin, who's joining Rahul Gandhi on his Samvidhan Badnaam Yatra, wish the people of Bihar on this auspicious occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi? Because Thiru MK Stalin in the past has always avoided wishing the Tamil people on Hindu festivals like Deepavali and Vinayaka Chaturthi. But more importantly, what will be playing on the minds of the people of Bihar is the way in which senior DMK leaders in the past have done Bihar Badnaam.
We have always said that Rahul Gandhi ji has come for his yatra in Bihar just to spoil the political scenario of Tejasvi Yadav ji. Tejasvi Yadav ji has been deviated from the core issues of public, and now he is following the footsteps of Rahul Gandhi ji just to please him, so that Tejasvi ji can be declared as the CM face of the Mahagathbandhan. Rahul ji has called Stalin Sahab in Bihar, who has given such vulgar comments regarding Hindu mythology, God and goddesses.
बिहार राजनीतिक रूप से सक्रिय प्रदेश है। वोटर अधिकार यात्रा के रूप में बिहार ने पूरे देश को चुनाव आयोग और भारतीय जनता पार्टी सहित उसके सहयोगियों की वोट चोरी को खुलेआम कर दिया है। देश के ढांचागत विकास में बिहारियों का खून पसीना लगा हुआ है और बिहार कई धर्मों का उद्गम स्थल भी रहा है। ऐसी स्थिति में यह स्पष्ट है कि लोकतंत्र की रक्षा के इस बड़े लड़ाई में जो लोग भी बिहार आएंगे उनका स्वागत होना चाहिए, हो रहा है।
In another big development coming in from Tamil Nadu, actor turned politician Vijay and his bouncers have been booked by the police in Tamil Nadu for assaulting a man, a supporter at the TVK rally. In fact, as far as the complainant Sharad Kumar is concerned, he says that he was trying to get into the ramp where Vijay was walking, but he was shoved and pushed away by the bouncers, and he went ahead and filed a complaint before the police in Madurai, and multiple sections have been added to the FIR, and Vijay and the bouncers have been booked. Of course, this is not the first time. Earlier too, Vijay's bouncer was seen pointing a gun at a fan, and Vijay in the recent past had been urging his fans to be respectful and not to do anything risky in his presence. Of course, a lot of frenzy is created when Vijay is doing these events and rallies, and now Sharad Kumar there saying that he has sustained injuries as a result of this and wants severe action against the bouncers. We'll have to see what action will be taken, but let's listen in to what the complainant had to say. And this is also turned political with BJP attacking the TVK, saying they are a bunch of thugs, and how can Vijay serve the people of the state when he cannot be with the supporters? Let's listen in.
இப்போ தாவேக்க தலைவர் ரேம்ப் வாக் வரும்போது அவரை பார்க்கணுன்னு கிட்ட ரேம்ப் மேலே ஏறி கிட்ட போகும்போது பவுன்சர் என்னை மடக்கி தூக்கி கீழே தூக்கி வீசிட்டாங்க. அதனால நான் சுதாரிச்சுக்கிட்டு அந்த கம்பியை பிடிச்சி தொங்கிக்கிட்டேன். எனக்கு உடம்புல வந்து ஆங்கங்கே சில காயங்கள் இருக்குது. அதனால சம்பந்தப்பட்ட அவங்க மேலே ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்கணும்னு நான் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் புகார் மனு கொடுத்துருக்கேன்.
No, first itself I was against that grease applying on the ramp to prevent the followers and the cadres from catching it so that it will slip away. So he has to please the cadres, not to grease the cadres. It's very, very unfortunate. So he thinks very high about him. And if he is coming to politics, he is entering politics, he wants to be active in politics. He should act as a politician, not as an actor. So highly condemnable, and they view the cadres in a very cheaper way. In a low.
All right, before we conclude the show, I will hand back to Uma. Uma, it's Ganesh Chaturthi. Of course, people across the country are celebrating. Take us through the celebrations happening at around your corner.
Yes, indeed. If Vijay is the superstar in Tamil Nadu, Ganesh all the way, not just in Hyderabad, but all over the country where the festival is being celebrated. And yes, the pujas begin from today. Over the next 10 days, we will bring you the color and the festivities in all the pandals, all the interesting pandals. And also, of course, we will take you to the biggest of them all at Khairatabad, where the Ganapati stands tall at 69 feet tall. That is the height of the Ganapati there, and he competes with the tallest elsewhere in the country. So that's the wrap on Southern View from here, from the south of the country, where we bring you all the breaking news from every part of the country with our reporters on the ground. Continue to catch us between 2 and 2:30 p.m. every day on NDTV 24/7. Time now for a short break. Lots more coming up on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves and Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash.
Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edapadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test. You know, first, when Sayara released and we as audience realized, oh my God, what is happening? You know, when did you realize it? Like, it's like, I didn't expect this, what is happening? Like that wave that hits you.
You know, the first thing that really hit me, I'm telling you, was a month back actually, to be honest, is when Adi sir saw the film. And he saw a very loose cut and he decided the release date. But he was always... like me and Akshay were so into making the film, I think, along with Sumanna and all. Sometimes when you're so into it and you don't realize, you don't see it from, and then he saw it from a third person perspective. I mean, he was always super confident about the film. And he had actually had this talk with me about how have we done. And yeah, we all grew up. I was in the 8th grade when I saw Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and said I want to make a love story like this. For a person like him to say that, you've made a great film. All he had asked for me was to make your best film for me. And I did, and I'm just glad that, so that was the first thing, and that validation was great. I wasn't shouting over the roof for it. It gives you a lot of confidence at that moment,
Absolutely.
for the person who's actually put his money where it is, and he wasn't talking about anything else, but on a very unassembled film at that time, could feel the emotion and be listening. But it was the first time we felt that we made something special. But yes, once the numbers came in, I think then it was Akshay.
The advance.
Yeah, and the advances came in, and then people were sending me messages, and all they said, no, don't listen to anyone. So I at one point just put my phone off and said, this is getting too out of hand. And then in the night we got the number.
हेलो बोलिए मैडम, डब्बा ट्रेडिंग कब से चल रहा है पता है मैडम आपको? हम और आप तो जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था हमारा.
We investigated a shady advisory firm that has spent big bucks on advertising on the front pages of national dailies.
ये आपको बिल्कुल उसका ऐसे हल्का सा भी खौफ नहीं है.
मैडम एक बात को खौफ किस लिए रखना चाहिए ये तो बताओ, कौन सा गलत काम कर रहा हूँ मैं?
After our report, we also saw NSE came out with a cautionary circular to the investors. Market Regulator Securities and Exchange Board of India has also come out with a release talking about the actions that it has taken. Cyber complaint has also been filed against the entities involved in this entire Dabba trading scam.
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years. Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years, covering the corridors of power, what is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux from conflict to India's crowning glory. I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for last 3 decades.
NDTV 24/7 is India's #1 English news channel on YouTube. Credible, compelling, always ahead of the curve. Thank you for choosing NDTV 24/7 as your trusted source for news.
India's defense game is no longer evolving, it's transforming. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025 brings together the sharpest minds. One day, big conversations, bold ideas. The mission is clear. Stay ready. Stay ahead. Leading from the front, the Honorable Defense Minister, Rajnath Singh. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025. Warfare in the 21st century.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold CDSL for the long term?
Buy, sell or hold.
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
The biggest Modi visit in 7 years. The biggest India-China icebreaker. The biggest angle of the tiger and dragon. NDTV reports from Ground Zero, China.
Modi's first China visit since Galwan. I'll be tracking his every step.
The news breaks, the body language, the mind games of a new beginning.
Live from Tianjin, NDTV ensures you miss nothing.
So we'll go in a bulletproof vehicle, which is a make in India bulletproof vehicle.
अच्छा ये हिंदुस्तान में बनी
जी आइए तो आपको लेके चलते हैं
आइए चलिए तो ये महिंद्रा की गाड़ी है
जी सर
और बुलेट प्रूफ है पूरी तरह से कितने एमएम की बुलेट रोकती है
ये 7.62 mm की
7.62 तक रोकती थी
जी
और बॉम्ब प्रूफ भी है नीचे कुछ माइन वाइन हुआ तो
माइन के लिए स्टील प्लेट
Back with the news here on NDTV. There is a big new twist in the Greater Noida dowry case in the Delhi National Capital Region. Now there is a dowry charge on victim Nikki Bhatti's own family. Remember, Nikki Bhatti is the 26-year-old who was burned alive over dowry allegations and a dowry demand by her husband's family in Greater Noida. Well, now Nikki's own family is facing a dowry demand charge. Nikki's sister-in-law, that means her brother's wife, was also allegedly harassed. The estranged sister-in-law, that is Nikki's brother's wife, has now spoken to NDTV. This is a dowry case that has now been filed against Nikki's own brother. Nikki's brother has been booked in a dowry case. Her sister-in-law has now come forth in a complaint and said that Nikki's family demanded a new car. Bahu or Beti, it is clear it's the same story. Remember, here on NDTV, we've been pointing a finger at Nikki's family for the last 48 hours, saying they've indulged in dowry, they have facilitated dowry as well, and therefore it should come as no surprise that their own family has demanded dowry for their son as well. Take a look.
मीनाक्षी जी, आप निक्की के जो भाई हैं रोहित पायला, उनके साथ आपकी शादी हुई थी?
हाँ जी, 2016 में। हाँ जी।
कितने साल से आप लोग की बीच में आप लोग कब सेपरेट हुए?
मैं तो वो मुझे लेके ही नहीं जाते थे 9 साल से, कभी 2 साल यहाँ 2 साल के लिए छोड़ते थे, कभी 3 साल के लिए छोड़ते थे। मैं कभी भी गई हूँ पंचायत में गई हूँ, वो भी 1-1, 2-2 महीने के लिए, 6-6 महीने के लिए, बस इतने दिन के लिए ले जाते थे। 3-3 साल, 2-2 साल के लिए मुझे यहाँ पर छोड़ देते थे।
बताया जा रहा है कि आप लोगों ने शादी के समय सियाज एक गाड़ी दी थी, उन्होंने कहा कि वो गाड़ी अशुभ है और आपको बोला कि दोबारा अलग गाड़ी देने की।
हाँ जी, स्कॉर्पियो की मांग कर रहे थे वो, कि वो उस गाड़ी से हमारे बेटे का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, वो तो अशुभ गाड़ी लेके आई है, तू दूसरी गाड़ी लेकर। हाँ जी, स्कॉर्पियो गाड़ी की मांग कर रहे थे वो। मेरी सास ने मुझे दवाई ला के खिला दी कि मेरे सामने खा। ये सहपलट की जो मतलब देहाती भाषा में सहपलट होती है कि लड़की ना होकर लड़का हो जाए, उस चीज़ की दवाई धोखेधाड़ी से मुझे खिलाई गई, जबकि वो अबॉर्शन वाली दवाई थी। मुझे ऊपर से खचेड़ के लाते थे सीढ़ियों से, मेरी चुटिया पकड़ के। कई बार मैं अपने बचाव के लिए गाँव में भी भागी हूँ। मुझे 3-3 दिन के लिए कमरे में बंद कर देते थे, वो मेरे भाई हट जाते थे जब ये निकालते थे मुझे। मैं बेहोश पड़ी रहती थी, भूखी प्यासी, मारपीट के।
Meanwhile, just a few days after the brutal death of that woman's sister-in-law, Nikki Bhati, in Greater Noida, another case of dowry-linked violence has been reported from right here in Uttar Pradesh. The police in Amroha district have registered a case against 6 members of a family, including a serving police constable, after his wife was set on fire and left battling for her life. The accused police constable has now been arrested.
भैया उनके सास ने और घर वाले ने और ये परिवार था, ये सारा गजेश था, गजेश की घरवाली थी अनीता, और उसका लड़का था छोटू, और क्या कहें मैं सोनू था, उसका देवर था, उसकी सास थी, उसका आदमी था।
किस चीज से आग लगाई है?
भाई गैस से लगाई है, सिलेंडर गैस से।
आपको कैसे जानकारी?
हमें पड़ोसों ने बताई, हमें पड़ोसों ने बताई तो हम एकदम भाग गए।
क्या बताया पड़ोसियों ने?
पड़ोसों ने बताई कि तुम्हारी लड़की जला दी।
तो क्या देखा आपने वहाँ पर जाकर?
हमने जाकर देखा तो हमारी लड़की फड़क रही है नीचे, हम उठा के लेके भाग पड़े एकदम अपनी लड़की।
Police Constable Devendra, he along with 5 other members of his family are accused in this case where they have allegedly burnt his wife Devendra and his kins. So after this case they fled and the neighbors called family of the girl, and the family came and they rushed to hospital, and the hospital referred her to Delhi for better treatment. So she is battling for life in Delhi in a hospital, while the accused, all 6 accused are at large, and police have constituted 2 teams including SOG and a local police station's team. So both the teams are searching the accused, and Devendra, who is a police constable, he was posted in Rampur and got transferred to Bareilly few days back, and during this period he got 7 days leave. So this is the leave period when he came to his home, and his wife Parul, she was working as an A&M, so she was also working lady, and due to domestic violence he along with his family members, they burnt Parul and fled away, and now Parul is getting treatment, and the family is at large, and police is investigating and searching the accused.
And we're wishing all of our viewers in India, around the world, a very, very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Mumbai, as always, is the heartland of Ganesh Chaturthi today, where Ganpati Bappa Moria chants are filling the air. This is the day Ganpati comes home. The fever is catching on as it does every year. Mumbai's beloved deity is here, and everyone goes Ganpati Bappa Moria. The celebrations have begun. These are some images coming in from different parts of the country, from Mumbai to Pune to Ahmedabad and Jaipur. The Siddhivinayak temple, the Lal Bagh Cha Raja and other places are all completely decked up, and this is a day that is very, very difficult to replicate in terms of the sheer devotion, the sheer faith, the sheer abandon of religiosity for Mumbai's most beloved deity. Let's go across now to Anuj Raite. He's at the Chinchpokli Ganpati, and Jui Jadhav is at the Lal Bagh Cha Raja. Anuj, quickly coming to you first. Beautiful colors already. Tell us what's in store for today.
Shiv, the city has been buzzing with excitement and the chants of Ganpati Bappa More, as you can hear in the background as well. I'm present here at the Chinspokritsa, Chintamani Mandal here in Mumbai, and as you can see, people have been coming to this place in hundreds on an hourly basis. Now, an important thing that we need to understand about Ganesh in Mumbai is that it goes much beyond the religious and the spiritual festival, right? It's more about the people and the middle class coming together. If you go back to the history, it talks a lot about how the festival, which was started by Lokmanya Tilak back in the earlier part of the 20th century, played a very important role in national integrity and getting people from all walks of life together. And one can see that more than 120 years have passed since this tradition began in Mumbai, and of course across the state and country, but people still hold on to what it started with. Chinspokritsa Chintamani, the one Ganpati that you see on your screen right now, is one of the oldest, if not the second oldest Ganpati here in Mumbai. This mandal came into being in 1920, and the place is also very significant because this is no special ground or an arrangement that has been made for Chinspokritsa Chintamani. This is right in between multiple chawls, and that again is also a significance of the power and the strength of the working class of Mumbai. We are here in Chinspokri, and the areas close to this, of course, Lalbagh, where Zui is standing, Parel, and Girgaon. All of these are the places where people belonging to all walks of life, people who used to work in mills, who form the very core and the basis of the strength and the spirit of Mumbai that we often refer to, mostly in infamous sense. Of course, these are the people who form that core, and in the next 10 to 11 days, they are going to get the time of their life to celebrate their favorite Lord Ganesh. And as you can see, as I showed you just a while back, the number of people is not stopping, and the city continues to get buzzing with the chants of Ganpati Bappa Moria.
Abhishek Awasthi is at Raj Thakre's residence as well, where the celebrations are, we can see the decorations also behind him. Abhishek, what's going on there at Raj Thakre's residence? Lots of politics, but lots of celebration also.
It's definitely a festive mood across the city of Mumbai. Definitely Ganesh festivity all around, and you can see behind me, this is the residence Shiv Tirth of Raj Thakre. And just 2 to 3 minutes back, Uddhav Thakre, along with his family, has just left from here. And the day today was so significant. If we talk about two families who have, after 20 years of span of time, they have celebrated the festival together, which started with the Ganesh festival. And what we understand, yesterday Raj Thakre has called Uddhav Thakre to come at his residence to take darshan of the Ganpati. 1.5 days Ganpati is there at his place, and he agreed to it. And Lord Ganesh has united both brothers once again for the third time. As we remember earlier on the issue of Marathi language, they were together sharing the stage. Then there was a sudden visit of Raj Thakre at Matoshri on the birthday of Uddhav Thakre, and today is the third occasion when both brothers, in fact, they spent around 2 hours together. Both families were together. What we understand from our sources, they had a good time together, they had lunch together, and definitely we can understand that politics would also have been discussed, and all the speculation brewing around that whether they will unite, whether there will be an alliance of both the parties is what at least the workers on ground want. But, will it materialize or not is something that we will have to wait and watch out for. And let me tell you, all the political parties ahead of this BMC poll are testing their waters currently, and that's what is going on in Maharashtra, or in Mumbai at least, before the local body polls. And these 10 days of festivity holds a lot of significance because we will have many politicians meeting and greeting towards taking darshan of Lord Ganeshas to other politicians' home. And that's what we could see today when both brothers again were united, and political discussion will definitely take place. Let me put quickly, on one side where Uddhav is keen on going on with the alliance, but at the same time we have seen how Raj Thakre is frequently meeting Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and also meeting Uday Samant, who is a prominent minister from the Eknath Shinde camp. So definitely which way Raj Thakre will decide is something we will have to wait and watch out for. But definitely in this festivity mood, there is a lot of hidden politics in the state of Maharashtra, which we will keep an eye on. Back to you.
All right, Abhishek and Anuj, thanks very much for that. Wishing the both of you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you and your families and all our teams in Mumbai as well. What a fabulous day. And you're going to see all those festivities covered very, very closely here on NDTV. I wish I was in Mumbai as well today, but if you can't be, I promise you NDTV will give you the full experience. You'll experience the Chinchpokli Ganesh. You'll also see the Lal Bagh Cha Raja with all its beautiful, beautiful festivities and colors and sounds right here on NDTV. Well, Ganesh Chaturthi is also the day when Trump has decided to activate his 50% tariffs on India. That's right. The 50% tariffs, the highest in Asia, took effect this morning on many Indian products, doubling an existing 25% duty as President Donald Trump sought to punish Delhi for buying Russian oil, the biggest foreign policy hypocrisy of our time. Trump has raised pressure on India over the energy purchases, a key source of revenue for Moscow's war on Ukraine, he says. As part of a campaign to end that conflict, he has pointed a finger at India, even as the United States continues to do huge business, including energy business with Russia. But tariff exemptions remain for sectors that could be hit separately, like pharmaceuticals and computer chips. Well, as this American punitive measure kicks in, Trump took to his Truth Social platform and posted a picture of himself with an oil barrel. The image read, "America first and America is back," which is perhaps the most ridiculous self-goal because his own administration is currently negotiating an energy deal with Russia. Well, former Foreign Secretary of India, Harshvardhan Shringla, has said that India is working to minimize the impact of these tariffs and that there is an opportunity to divert exports.
Tonight, we will be at the receiving end of 50% custom duties for goods exported into the United States from India. These would impact mainly on labor-intensive products from India. We are working on minimizing the impact. One of the ways, of course, is to find alternative markets. We are looking, we have free trade agreements with Australia, UAE, UK, a free trade agreement with the European Union. This means that we can access different markets and we would have the opportunity to divert some of our exports in that direction. I believe that we have the most comprehensive, multifaceted relationship with the United States, the one that we have more than any other country.
Trump is just, again, exerting his strength and his power, and this is very clearly a power move. I think that this will definitely set back relations between the two countries, which has taken so many decades to rebuild, especially since the Pokhran explosion and especially since just a lot of the frosty relations that surfaced throughout the Cold War. And at this critical juncture in time where we saw so many moves being made with the G20 summit, with former President Biden's visit to India, I think that it's pretty tragic that we're now being set backwards with this tariff coming in, and it's going to impact businesses.
The exemptions have come in on especially pharma and electronics. Now, those are to be looked at with that lens, like you pointed out. India is a very, very large supplier of generic medicines to the US. Roughly 40% of all generic medicines that are sold in the US are actually made here. So very carefully, US has managed to not put any tariffs on pharma. And the clear reason is that in the sort of capacity that India has in terms of generics manufacturing, the US will take at least a couple of years if it wants to onshore any of the pharma production that India has. So clearly that has been left out of the tariff ambit. You've seen electronics. So remember, Apple has shifted a large chunk of its production to India from China. It has looked at India as an alternate to China in terms of manufacturing. And that also has been kept out of this tariff ambit. So it is a very strategic move from the US to not have its key imports like pharma and smartphones not come under this tariff blanket, but it has chosen to hit India where it hurts the most, which is the labor-intensive sectors. You have textiles, you have gems and jewelry. Those are the two most sorely hit ones with these fresh 50% tariffs. Remember, India's engineering goods have also been continued to be hit.
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has just spoken to Prime Minister Modi with a full briefing on the devastating flood situation in the Jammu region. Omar Abdullah has just said that Jammu and the banks of the Tawi are the worst hit. Prime Minister Modi has assured all help. Here's what Omar Abdullah has said in his social media post a short while ago. I briefed Prime Minister Modi about the situation in J&K from the worst hit areas as I toured parts of Jammu along the banks of the Tavi River that saw a lot of damage yesterday. I'm grateful for his assurance of continued assistance to the people of J&K. Remember, at least 31 people have lost their lives at last count, and that number is likely to go up. So, okay, we'll be getting in NDTV's Nazir Masoodi in just a moment. It's a little difficult. I seek your understanding, viewer, because he's in that flood-affected area. But we're trying to get a word in from him to get you the latest ground situation in the Jammu region. Devastating images across the board from Jammu, Kishtwar and elsewhere, where flash floods have wrought absolute havoc. Danger levels of the Tavi River that flows through the city of Jammu has broken its embankments. Several areas are completely flooded. We've seen broken roads, broken embankments and bridges as well. And the situation continues to be dire. J&K Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is touring the area to take stock of the situation and assess the damage. Central help is being rushed in as well. And at this point of time, we can tell you that perhaps 31 or more people are confirmed dead. That number is likely to go up. Here's a ground report that we're getting to you, and then I'll get you a live report with Nazir. Take a look at this.
इस समय हम मौजूद हैं जम्मू में, जो बाढ़ बारिश की वजह से बेहद परेशान है यहाँ के लोग और बेहाल हुआ पड़ा है जम्मू का ये इलाका। और जो ये मेरी लोकेशन है, ये भगवती नगर का पुल कहलाता है, जहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं तवी नदी का रौद्र रूप यहाँ पर नजर आ रहा है। आपको बता दें कि सारे गेट्स खोल दिए गए हैं और ये जितनी शिलाएं आपको दिख रही हैं, जितने ये स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे गिरे हुए दिख रहे हैं, ये सारे के सारे इस नदी के बहाव में, तेज बहाव में ढह गए हैं, पूरी तरह से निस्तनाबूद यहाँ पर हो गए हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन मोमिन से कहूँगा कि जरा उस कार को दिखाएं वहाँ पर। ये कार जो इस पुल पर अटकी हुई थी, वो कार अब नीचे आके गिर गई है। ऐसी 2-3 गाड़ियाँ और थी जिनको यहाँ से निकाला गया है। शायद एक गाड़ी बह भी गई है, ये भी यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है। और देखिए मलबा इस पानी के अंदर किस कदर पूरी तरह मलबे से जो पेड़ के तने हैं मोटे मोटे, वो यहाँ पर बहकर आए हैं और नदी का बहाव जो है वो काफी तेज है। मैं सड़क के किनारे यहाँ पे दिखाना चाहूँगा कि कटाव जिस तरीके से हुआ है, ये देखिए यहाँ से लेकर वहां तक। ये मैं थोड़ा सा मोमिन आगे आइए आप, थोड़ा बच के थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि ये इलाका काफी चिंताजनक इलाका है, यहाँ पर काफी ये खतरे वाला इलाका। ये देखिए दरारें, देखिए ये पूरी की पूरी दरारें इस सड़क में पड़ गई हैं और ये दरारें केवल यहाँ तक सीमित नहीं है। मोमिन थोड़ा पीछे के दिखाइए बारी बारी से। ये पूरी दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं, ये देखिए दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं और ये दरार उस तरफ जब जाती है तो और चौड़ी हो जाती है। मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा एक बार कि वहाँ पर देखिए सड़क कितनी चौड़ी है। ये कम से कम 2 लेन सड़क है यहाँ पर, लेकिन 2 वे सड़क है, एक इस तरफ से एक उस तरफ से। लेकिन ये वाला जो हिस्सा है ये पूरी तरीके से बैठ गया, एक तरीके से दरारें यहाँ पर आ गई हैं। और यहाँ पर जो सुरक्षाकर्मी मौजूद हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि इस इलाके के आसपास इस सड़क पर जाना बिल्कुल मना है।
Remember the big visit coming up later this weekend as we continue to track this big unfolding story from Jammu is Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to visit China. His first visit in the last 7 years. First visit obviously after the Galwan clash as well, and all eyes are on the big Modi-Xi handshake. This is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit next week. His first such visit. NDTV will of course be on the ground as well. Take a look at this.
China is rolling out the red carpet for the all-important Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, expected to signal a powerful show of global South unity. From Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Russian President Vladimir Putin, to several leaders from Central Asia, the Middle East, and more at the table, the Chinese city of Tianjin will be at the center of high-stakes diplomacy. aiming to redefine the global order, where the West's dominance will no longer be tolerated. All eyes are on the expansion of the SCO, with this year's summit likely to be the largest since the bloc's conception in 2001. Trade and counter-terrorism are expected to dominate talks. India is pushing for a strong condemnation of terrorism, including cross-border terrorism, in the joint declaration. Roughly 6 months since the devastating Pahalgam attack.
Declaration at this summit that is under finalization, the text. We are working with other members and partners to see that there should be a reiteration of the strong condemnation of terrorism, including cross-border terrorism. But the text is under finalization.
This comes after Defence Minister Rajnath Singh took a firm stance and did not sign the joint declaration in June, as it did not mention the terror attack, but made direct references to militant activities in Balochistan. For New Delhi, the visit will be pivotal. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first visit to China in more than 7 years, as the two neighbours work on further diffusing tensions roiled by the Galwan clashes of 2020. Prime Minister Modi is expected to hold key bilaterals with the Chinese President, the Russian President, as well as the Iranian leadership. A forum largely dominated by Moscow and Beijing, the SCO gives New Delhi the platform to engage with two nations now crucial to its diplomatic power play against Washington. With tariffs tightening and pressure mounting over Russian oil, Prime Minister Modi's China visit will mark a strategic recalibration, a new balancing act in a divided world. Listen up, President Trump. It's the Global South speaking. One that will no longer tolerate Washington's bullying, but stand strong and united. With Disha Bagchi, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. That one-line, 5-picture Instagram post signed off with a firecracker emoji was Taylor Swift announcing her engagement to American football player Travis Kelce. The pop emergency has resonated with fans in an extraordinary way. Parmeshwar has more on this.
Swifties have more than just an album to celebrate this year. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dropped the big news with a joint Instagram post and the cheeky caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Class is officially in session and we are living for this syllabus." Their love story started in 2023 when Travis tried to pass Taylor a friendship bracelet with his number on it at an Era store show. It was a fumble then, but clearly he made the ultimate touchdown. Remember this iconic Super Bowl kiss? That was the internet's soft launch for Trailer. From stadium PTA to surprise SNL cameos and jet-setting across continents, these two have been serving major power couple energy. And now, after months of sparks flying louder than a halftime show, the wedding bells are officially ringing. No word yet on the date, but one thing's for sure, this is one Era store that's going to end with wedding vows. So Swifties, mark your calendars, or at least start making those friendship bracelets. Because Taylor Swift just went from singing about the one to saying he's the one. Bureau Report, NDTV.
And there's been a horrifying twist to the Greater Noida dowry case here in the Delhi National Capital Region. We'll get you that really shocking update next. If you think the story couldn't get worse, wait till you hear what's in store.
The biggest Modi visit in 7 years. The biggest India-China icebreaker. The biggest tango of the tiger and dragon. NDTV reports from Ground Zero, China.
Modi's first China visit since Galwan. I'll be tracking his every step.
The news breaks, the body language, the mind games of a new beginning.
Live from Tianjin, NDTV ensures you miss nothing.
If it matters to you, if it matters to you, if it matters to you, it matters to India, it matters to India, and it matters to me, and it matters to me.
India Matters with Shivaru, only on NDTV 24/7.
Other opposition parties. They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. Stop. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves and Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash.
Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edappadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm the medical officer of this unit, sir.
Good afternoon. So nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir. Same this side, sir.
So this is the firing range.
Yes, sir. This is our firing range, sir.
You handle weapons, right? I've handled weapons. कि हम लोग एक तो shooting में we get to handle weapons.
Yes.
They are not real guns, but they are very similar. So the functioning of it is very similar.
आपने training वगैरह?
मैंने training भी ली है और I own a weapon also, licensed weapon. So I've shot in firing ranges in Mumbai and all. I'm a member also there. Wow. मैम हम ये क्या गन देख रहे हैं?
ये इंसास राइफल है, सर.
So this is Indian made?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And we'll be firing from, sir, AK-203.
Okay.
That is Indian made,
That
sir.
is also Indian
Yes,
made.
sir.
Can I look at the bullets?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. This is the bullet of insas, sir. The bullet will be different for the AK-203, sir.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gauri Dwivedi. Let's get you the big stories that we are tracking this hour. New twist in the Noida dowry case. Now, dowry charge on Nikki's family. Nikki's sister-in-law was also harassed is the claim that she has made. And estranged sister-in-law speaks to NDTV to narrate her tale. Dasara Rao triggers massive BJP versus Congress face-off as DK Shivkumar says Chamundi temple not just Hindu property. BJP hits back saying this is ridiculous remark by the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister. TVK Chief Vijay has been booked. This is with regard to a man who says he was manhandled at the event by Vijay. BJP says that the leader must learn to act as a seasoned leader. Record-breaking rains in Jammu. 29 people have been killed in the massive landslides. Even as Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister briefs Prime Minister Modi on the latest as far as the flood situation in the state is concerned. And Ganpati Bappa Moria, India celebrates Ganesh Chaturthi. Viewers, there's a new twist in the Noida dowry case, and this time it is now the dowry charge that has been leveled on Nikki's family, where Nikki's sister-in-law says that she was also harassed by the family, and the estranged sister-in-law speaks to NDTV, where she's narrated her ordeal, saying that there were serious demands as far as dowry is concerned on her side that were leveled on her, where she was asked and her family was asked. Now this is Nikki's brother on whom dowry case is now there, and he has now been booked in the matter. Nikki's sister-in-law comes forth with a complaint, and FIR says that Nikki's family demanded new car. Now Bahu or Beti, it's the same story, viewers. The menace of dowry that continues and is the reason why you see young lives being tortured and brought to an end. Nikki's brother's wife left home because of those demands, the dowry-related demands that kept coming. Listen in to reactions and also updates that my colleague Anushka has filed.
मीनाक्षी जी, आप निक्की के जो भाई हैं रोहित पायला, उनके साथ आपकी शादी हुई थी?
हाँ जी, 2016 में। हाँ जी।
कितने साल से आप लोग की बीच में आप लोग कब सेपरेट हुए?
मैं तो वो मुझे लेके ही नहीं जाते थे 9 साल से, कभी 2 साल यहाँ 2 साल के लिए छोड़ते थे, कभी 3 साल के लिए छोड़ते थे। मैं कभी भी गई हूँ, पंचायत में गई हूँ, वो भी 1-2 महीने के लिए, 6-6 महीने के लिए, बस इतने दिन के लिए ले जाते थे। 3-3 साल 2-2 साल के लिए मुझे यहाँ पर छोड़ देते थे।
बताया जा रहा है कि आप लोगों ने शादी के समय सियाज एक गाड़ी दी थी, उन्होंने कहा कि वो गाड़ी अशुभ है और आपको बोला कि दोबारा अलग गाड़ी देने की।
हाँ जी, स्कॉर्पियो की मांग कर रहे थे वो, कि वो उस गाड़ी से हमारे बेटे का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, वो तो अशुभ गाड़ी लेके आई है, तू दूसरी गाड़ी लेके आ। हाँ जी, स्कॉर्पियो गाड़ी की मांग कर रहे थे वो। मेरी सास ने मुझे दवाई ला के खिला दी कि मेरे सामने खा। ये सहपलट की जो मतलब देहाती भाषा में सहपलट होती है कि लड़की ना होकर लड़का हो जाए, उस चीज़ की दवाई धोखेधाड़ी से मुझे खिलाई गई, जबकि वो अबॉर्शन वाली दवाई थी। मुझे ऊपर से खचेड़ के लाते थे सीढ़ियों से, मेरी चुटिया पकड़ के। कई बार मैं अपने बचाव के लिए गांव में भी भागी हूँ। मुझे 3-3 दिन के लिए कमरे में बंद कर देते थे, वो मेरे भाई हट जाते थे जब ये निकालते थे मुझे। मैं बेहोश पड़ी रहती थी, भूखी प्यासी, मार पीट के।
We're at the residence of Nikki, where the Women Commission team has just reached here. We are at the paternal house of Nikki. Now we are seeing that a fresh set of allegations have been in fact made by Nikki's sister-in-law Meenakshi, and we are right now with Nikki's brother as well in this matter. Let us just get straight to him. सर, लगातार हम देख रहे हैं कि जिस तरीके से ये मामला हुआ है, वीडियो जो है जो आई थी उसमें साफ तौर पर देखा जा रहा था कि निक्की के जो हस्बैंड है वो उस वक्त नीचे दुकान के पास खड़े थे। क्या कुछ कहेंगे आप इस पे?
झूठ है वो, ऐसा दुकान में एक दरवाजा है, अंदर से आके बाहर भी खड़ा हो सकता है, तो आके बाहर फिर द्वार अंदर जा ये हुआ मामला।
उसके अलावा हम देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग शुरुआती दिन से ही यहाँ पर है और इस पूरे केस को सुन रहे हैं। रोहित जी, मेरा आपसे सवाल है, आपकी जो मीनाक्षी जी, उन्होंने हमारे सामने इस बात को बोला है कि ये जो उनके साथ जो व्यवहार है वो ठीक व्यवहार नहीं किया जा रहा था यहाँ पर। आप इसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहते हैं क्या सर?
मैम, कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता मैं इस बारे में। मेरे पर हम लोग जवाब देंगे इस बात का, क्योंकि मेरा घर कोई बंद नहीं है। अगर एक बंद कमरे में किसी की पिटाई की जाए वो बाहर नहीं बता सकते, खुला घर है, सबको पता है, पड़ोसी की चीज़ पूछ सकते हो।
सर, क्योंकि हमारे सामने उन्होंने ये बोला और हम लोग शुरुआती दिन से ही यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, लगातार आपके पक्ष को भी हम सामने रख रहे हैं, तो इस नाते हमारा आपसे सवाल है कि मीनाक्षी जी ने कहा है कि जो 35 लाख रुपए सतबीर जी आपसे मांग रहे थे वो असल में मीनाक्षी को देने के लिए मांग रहे थे, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा था कि आपके और मीनाक्षी के परिवार के बीच में वो समझौता कराएंगे।
मैम, एलिगेशंस तो कोई कुछ भी लगा सकता है, फर्स्टली उसको प्रूफ करना होता है, दैट्स ऑल मैम।
My colleague Shiv Arur spoke to Nikki's father on this very aspect as to whether he and his family have also been demanding dowry from their daughter-in-law. Listen in to what he had to say.
पंचायतों ने दहेज को लीगलाइज किया है, जो इलीगल है इंडिया में। आप जैसे लोगों ने लीगलाइज कर दिया है दहेज को। ये है सच्चाई।
नहीं, उसमें सब नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है, उसमें सब नहीं है, बहुत अच्छे लोग भी हैं भाई जी।
सर आपको पता है कि कितने महिलाएं हैं इंडिया में जो साल में मर जाते हैं डाउरी
बिल्कुल
आपको पता है 6000 से ज्यादा जो रजिस्टर्ड केसेस हैं। इसका मतलब है कि एक्चुअल फिगर जो है वो इससे कई ज्यादा होगा। लेकिन भिखारी जी, मैं एक पॉइंट रखना चाहता हूं आपके सामने। आपने दहेज दिया और अपनी जो कम्युनिटी लॉयल्टी, सामाजिक वफादारी को अपनी बेटी की ज़िंदगी से ऊपर रखा। क्या आप मानते हो, क्योंकि लोग ये बोलेंगे भिखारी जी, आपका दर्द हम समझते हैं, लेकिन लोग बोलेंगे आज कि आप भी निक्की की मौत के जिम्मेदार हो।
दर्द होगा भैया, मेरा दर्द हो गया।
हम समझ सकते हैं भिखारी जी,
दर्द होगा भैया।
काफी परेशान है
भैया।
नहीं भिखारी जी, हम समझ सकते हैं। हम सिर्फ अपना आपकी बात समझना चाहते हैं अब, क्योंकि लोग आपको देख रहे हैं अभी।
मेरे बहुत तेज दर्द हो रहा है, आ जाओ।
राजकुमार जी, आपको पता है, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि 1961 से दहेज मांगना, दहेज देना, दहेज पर बात करना ये गैर कानूनी है। आपकी पंचायत ने इसे जिंदा रखा है और कानून तोड़ा है। आपके हाथों पर हजारों औरतों का खून है। क्या बोलेंगे आप?
मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, आपको पता है सर, मुझे भी पता है भाई, इसमें दहेज देना और दहेज लेना अपराध है, लेकिन परिस्थिति ऐसी आ जाती है घर के अंदर, कुछ माना मेरा बेटा है, मेरी बेटी है, और मैं कह रहा हूं कि भाई दहेज नहीं देना है, ठीक है, और मेरा बेटा या मेरा रिश्तेदार कोई ऐसा कह रहा है कि भाई नहीं कोई बात नहीं है, अपनी बेटी के लिए तो दे रहा हूं मैं, क्योंकि हर माँ बाप ये चाहता है कि मैं अपनी बेटी को खुश रखूं। अगर कहीं कुछ देने से या कुछ पैसे कुछ मतलब करने से और मेरी बेटी अगर सुखी रह जाए तो मैं अपनी मर्जी से किसी के दबाव में ना आके मैं उसको दे देता हूं। लेकिन अगर मेरी बेटी को शादी के बाद कुछ पीड़ित किया जाता है और कुछ कहते हैं भाई मुझे मोटरसाइकिल चाहिए या मुझे कार चाहिए, तो फिर उसमें माँ बाप का क्या दोष है?
फिर भी आपने कुछ नहीं किया राजकुमार जी। सच्चाई तो ये है कि ग्राम पंचायत ने फिर भी शादी के बाद जो हुआ था विवाद, उसको लेकर भी आपने कुछ नहीं किया। आपने निक्की का सुरक्षा नहीं किया, आपने उसको वापस भेज दिया और अब वो नहीं रही। मुझे लगता है, मैं आखिरी में ये बोलूँगा कि आपके खिलाफ मेरा पर्सनल कुछ नहीं है, मैं आपको जानता नहीं हूँ, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ ये बोलना चाहूँगा एंड में कि मुझे लगता है आप दोनों को जेल में होना चाहिए, आप दोनों को सज़ा मिलनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आप भी एक लेवल पर जिम्मेदार हो निक्की के।
Right, Anushka Garg, my colleague, joins me live on the broadcast, joining us exactly where this entire incident took place and where those meetings are taking place between the family and the panchayat members. Anushka, this is a massive twist that has taken place in this case. It seems that the other side, Nikki's family, is as responsible for harassing in terms of taking dowry, ensuring that the daughter-in-law was being forced on exactly the same ground as their own daughter.
That's right, Gauri, a new twist has come to the story, but dowry very much remains at the center in this particular case. We are seeing that now Rohit Paila, who is the brother of Nikki, is in fact found to be harassing his estranged wife, Meenakshi, as well. She has spoken to us today and has in fact also told that she had married Rohit Paila 9 years ago, and after that she had, her family in fact had given a Creta, a Ciaz car to the family of Nikki, and after that they sold the car, calling that the car was inauspicious, and that is why they said that they wanted a Scorpio, that too a new model of it. And when the family refused to to be arm twisted into giving the dowry, they started harassing Meenakshi and sent her back to her parents' house. Not just that, we are also seeing that they have in fact also filed an FIR regarding this whole matter. They have said that they were fighting this matter legally. Meenakshi's brother, when he came here to Nikki's home to meet Nikki's father and brother, he was assaulted, and he had in fact also said to NDTV that Nikki's brother, who is Rohit Paila, had fired at Meenakshi's a brother, and now we are also seeing that an FIR has registered in the same matter. But we are seeing that how this whole case revolves around the dowry case that is very much at the center in this particular case. Not just Bhikhari Singh, who is said to be who has in fact said that his Nikki's father-in-law was asking him for a dowry, but it turns out that the dowry that Nikki's father-in-law was asking was in fact to return the money back to Meenakshi's parents, because there was a Gram Panchayat meeting wherein all of these things were discussed. The Gram Panchayat took a decision that either Nikki's family has to give 35 lakh rupees back to Meenakshi's family, because 35 lakh is the amount that was spent on dowry and everything that was in fact spent by Meenakshi's family, or they have to accept Meenakshi as their daughter-in-law. Bhikhari Singh said that he will be giving back 35 lakh rupees because he will not want to accept Meenakshi as their daughter-in-law, and it was Nikki's father-in-law who had in fact taken the responsibility that he will be giving that money back to Meenakshi's family. Now we are seeing that Bhikhari Singh has in fact said that this amount was in fact asked by Nikki's father-in-law in case of dowry, but we are seeing that it was in fact him asking that this amount be returned back to Meenakshi's family. Not just that, we tried to confront Nikki's brother as well, who has refused to speak to us on this matter. He has said that these are mere allegations and that matter is right now going on inside court. But we are seeing that this is a deeply disturbing thing that has in fact taken place here in Greater Noida's Dadri, where we have seen that a young 26-year-old woman was in fact burnt alive and set ablaze allegedly by her husband in this whole case, and the family is in fact accusing that this had taken place because they were asked dowry for their daughter's marriage. Over to you.
All right, Anushka, we leave it there. Thanks much for joining us live from outside Nikki's house. In fact, UP Women's Commission was also briefed about the entire incident, and the UP Women's Commission Chief Meenakshi Barala tells Anushka that the panchayats should not send back women to their in-laws' house if they were found to be harassing them. Listen into that conversation.
We are being joined by Women Commission's Meenakshi Barala with us. मैम, आप क्योंकि वहाँ पर उन लोगों से मिलने गई थी, क्या कुछ बताया कंचन ने पूरे सिनेरियो के बारे में?
देखिए, वही बताया है कि वहाँ पर क्या उस दिन हुआ पूरा सिनेरियो, हमें इंसाफ मिलना चाहिए जल्द से जल्द। इंसाफ नहीं चाहिए, हमें जब फांसी लगा जाए तो आग लगानी चाहिए। सब इंसाफ की मांग कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे।
कंचन ने क्या बताया पूरे सीन के बारे में, किस तरीके से पूरी घटना घटी है?
बोल रही है पूरा दिन हमारा नॉर्मल था पहले दिन, क्योंकि कंचन के हस्बैंड ने उसके साथ मारपिटाई किया था, निक्की के साथ भी मारपिटाई हुई थी। कंचन का बीपी लो था, कंचन रेस्ट कर रही थी, उसने नींबू पानी दिया, डॉक्टर को बुलाया, ड्रिप लगी, वो ऊपर कपड़े प्रेस करने चली गई। वहाँ से कंचन को जब आवाज़ें आई और बाहर निकली है तो वो ऊपर से जलते हुए नीचे आ रही थी। ये कंचन ने बताया।
क्योंकि हमने इस पूरे मामले को पहले दिन से फॉलो किया है और साथ ही साथ हमने जो भी इंसान इसमें इन्वॉल्व उन सबसे बातचीत की है। निक्की के जो भाई हैं, उनकी बीवी भी इस बात को लेकर के आरोप लगा रही है कि उनसे भी दहेज मांगा जा रहा था। तो आप इस बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, मेरी ना तो उससे बात हुई है, ना ही हमारे कमीशन में कोई उनका मामला है, तो उन पे तो हम नहीं कह सकते हैं कि क्या हुआ है, उस पे तो हमें नहीं पता।
I'm turning attention now to another such shocking news that's come in. Well, just days after the brutal death of Nikki Bhati in Greater Noida, another case of dowry-linked violence has been reported from Uttar Pradesh. Police in Amroha district have registered a case against 6 members of a family, including a serving police constable, after his wife was set on fire and left battling for her life. Accused constable has now been arrested. This has taken place in Amroha district of Jammu Kashmir. Let's quickly now play out some reactions and updates on that story.
भैया, उनके सास ने और घर वाले ने और ये परिवार था, ये सारा गजेश था, गजेश वाली थी अनीता, और उसका लड़का था छोटू, और क्या कहें मैं सोनू था, उसका देवर था, उसकी साथी उसका आदमी था।
किस चीज से आग लगाई है?
भाई गैस से लगाई है, सिलेंडर गैस से।
आपको कैसे जानकारी?
हमें पड़ोसियों ने बताई, हमें पड़ोसियों ने बताई तो हम एकदम भाग गए।
क्या बताया पड़ोसियों ने?
पड़ोसियों ने बताई कि तुम्हारी लड़की जला दी।
तो क्या क्या देखा आपने वहाँ पर जाकर?
हमने जाकर देखा तो हमारी लड़की फड़क रही है नीचे, हम उठा के लेके भाग पड़े एकदम अपनी लड़की।
Police Constable Devendra, he along with 5 other members of his family are accused in this case where they have allegedly burnt his wife Devendra and his kins. So after this case they fled and the neighbors called family of the girl, and the family came and they rushed to hospital, and the hospital referred her to Delhi for better treatment. So she is battling for life in Delhi in a hospital, while the accused, all 6 accused are at large, and police have constituted 2 teams including SOG and a local police stations team. So both the teams are searching the accused, and Devendra, who is a police constable, he was posted in Rampur and got transferred to Bareilly few days back, and during this period he got 7 days leave. So this is the leave period when he came to his home, and his wife Parul, she was working as an A&M, so she was also working lady, and due to domestic violence he along with his family members, they burnt Parul and fled away, and now Parul is getting treatment, and the family is at large, and police is investigating and searching the accused.
Turning attention to the other big story that we're tracking on the show, the latest updates with regard to the record-breaking rains in Jammu Kashmir. Heavy rains have triggered landslides in that area and landslides near Vaishno Devi Shrine as well. Reports indicate that as many as 29 people have been killed in that landslide. Pilgrims have sustained injuries. Schools and colleges remain shut in the Jammu region. Routes to Jammu have also been massively disrupted. What you're seeing visuals that are coming in tell you the scale at which the situation remains grim. NDRF has been deployed for rescue relief operations. 3,000 people have been evacuated so far and brought to safety. Let's now listen in to this ground report that's been filed by my colleague Anant Kumar Bhatt to bring us up to speed with how tense the situation is on ground and how grim it remains.
इस समय हम मौजूद हैं जम्मू में, जो बाढ़ बारिश की वजह से बेहद परेशान हैं यहाँ के लोग और बेहाल हुआ पड़ा है जम्मू का ये इलाका। और जो ये मेरी लोकेशन है, ये भगवती नगर का पुल कहलाता है, जहां पर आप देख सकते हैं तवी नदी का रौद्र रूप यहां पर नजर आ रहा है। आपको बता दें कि सारे गेट्स खोल दिए गए हैं और ये जितनी शिलाएं आपको दिख रही हैं, जितने ये स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे गिरे हुए दिख रहे हैं, ये सारे के सारे इस नदी के बहाव में, तेज बहाव में ढह गए हैं, पूरी तरह से निस्तनाबूद यहाँ पर हो गए हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन मोमिन से कहूँगा कि जरा उस कार को दिखाएं वहां पर। ये कार जो इस पुल पर अटकी हुई थी, वो कार अब नीचे आके गिर गई है। ऐसी 2-3 गाड़ियां और थी जिनको यहाँ से निकाला गया है, शायद एक गाड़ी बह भी गई है, ये भी यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है। और देखिए मलबा इस पानी के अंदर किस कदर पूरी तरह मलबे से जो पेड़ के तने हैं मोटे मोटे, वो यहाँ पर बहकर आए हैं और नदी का बहाव जो है वो काफी तेज है। मैं सड़क के किनारे यहाँ पे दिखाना चाहूंगा कि कटाव जिस तरीके से हुआ है, ये देखिए यहाँ से लेकर वहां तक। ये मैं थोड़ा सा मोमिन आगे आइए आप, थोड़ा बच के थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि ये इलाका काफी चिंताजनक इलाका है, यहाँ पर काफी ये खतरे वाला इलाका। ये देखिए दरारें, देखिए ये पूरी की पूरी दरारें इस सड़क में पड़ गई हैं और ये दरारें केवल यहाँ तक सीमित नहीं है। मोमिन थोड़ा पीछे होकर दिखाइए बारी बारी से। ये पूरी दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं, ये देखिए दरारें यहाँ से जा रही हैं और ये दरार उस तरफ जब जाती है तो और चौड़ी हो जाती है। मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा एक बार कि वहाँ पर देखिए सड़क कितनी चौड़ी है। ये कम से कम 2 लेन सड़क है यहाँ पर, लेकिन 2 वे सड़क है, एक इस तरफ से एक उस तरफ से, लेकिन ये वाला जो हिस्सा है ये पूरी तरीके से बैठ गया, एक तरीके से दरारें यहाँ पर आ गई हैं। और यहाँ पर जो सुरक्षाकर्मी मौजूद हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि इस इलाके के आसपास इस सड़क पर जाना बिल्कुल मना है।
That was the ground report telling you viewers how difficult and challenging the situation remains on ground. Let's now put out some of those defining images that tell you what really is the situation on ground. That's the first visual from Katwa, where there's severe flooding that is taking place. You can see the level at which water is flowing in the Katwa area. Next up, let's get you some of the other second defining image, which is where Army and NDRF are conducting rescue operations. You have the entire NDRF and Army in full swing. The entire administrative machinery is in full swing to ensure that rescue is happening, relief is being provided, and aid material is reaching the people on time. The next image is of the flash floods and the destruction it is causing for houses. Houses being reduced to rubble in the wake of nature's fury. Continued rains have been lashing out at that region, and landslides, and what has left is those houses being reduced to rubble. The next image is of Pirko area in Jammu. Once again, you can see heavy damage that has taken place. Rains are still continuing. There is no let up in terms of the challenging situation that remains in that region. What you are seeing right now is the devastation that is being caused because of those record-breaking rains in Jammu Kashmir. The next image is of houses being washed away due to that massive flooding. What you're seeing right now is the area, the Nikitavi area in Jammu, where houses have been completely washed away due to the floods. The scale at which it is taking place tells you also the record-breaking devastation that is taking place in Jammu because of the incessant rains that still continues, and which is why the Chief Minister, the entire administrative machinery is working overtime to ensure this that relief and rescue operations are provided, even as Prime Minister Modi and his office are observing and taking note of how things are looking. On that note, a quick break. We return with more stories on the other side. Stay with us. Army and NDRF conduct rescue operations. Dowry charge now being levelled on Nikki's family. This is a new twist in the Noida dowry case. Nikki's sister-in-law was also harassed. A strange sister-in-law speaks to NDTV. Dasra Rao triggers massive BJP versus Congress face-off. DK Shiv Kumar says Chamundi temple not just Hindu property. BJP hits back saying this is a ridiculous remark by the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister. TVK Chief Vijay booked man was manhandled at the Vijay event, and BJP hits back saying Vijay must now learn to act as a leader. Record-breaking rains in Jammu as 29 people have been killed in landslide. Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister briefs Prime Minister Modi on the flood status.
Presented by Canara Bank. Together we can.
हेलो बोलिए मैडम, डब्बा ट्रेडिंग कब से